I'm looking for you.
There you go. I see full face now. There we go. All right. Gotta get my parents and shit. I'm tired.
David said, "Shit,
No.
shit." David said, "Oh hell no." Oh, oh. Okay,
And
so
I'm finding out. I'm looking at my bank account. I got this company. I keep telling them to stop taking money on my account and still get me. That pisses me off. I hate this shit.
take it. No, put it.
You know, it'd be so easy to join still, but it'd be so hard to cancel. You gotta go through all these changes. So I'm about to send them another letter. It ain't gonna be nice.
Why don't you switch it over to your Cash App or PayPal? Then that way nobody can take nothing from you.
No, but once you give them that automatic, hope they gonna keep coming. No, I'm about to send them a letter, tell them to get me the fuck off that damn shit. I'm about to get real nasty on them. I already asked them twice. They're not listening. So maybe they'll hear me when I respond again.
Yeah. What you just said, this is what I'm doing behind the whole scene. And you talking about I couldn't type this. I'm not you, but me. I was like, oh, and I got two folders behind the screen learning all this stuff with the doing the day of light. And it's like, oh my goodness, God, you really did leave treasure to us. Oh my God, source universe. You mean there is a God? Yeah, okay, God, you, but the God has been us. But so that the thing is that okay, well, I left you things to eat on earth. I left you it's information for you to be on earth, and you won't have to be bothered with. I hope you searched the knowledge and was looking, seeking, you will find. I hope you seek and you find and you found me, and now you see what we are at. Like they have the Garden of Eden over there. The same thing. And so I don't know. I'm rambling now. Let me see where you at. Just tell me. I'm gonna invite you at.
Okay, hope my boss. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna since I'm hearing you on the lot on the stream.
Oh, I
I'm
keep
gonna
forgetting. Oh my
disconnect from
goodness,
the phone.
everybody. Hey, everybody. My Rose Jamie Centrals. Oh my goodness. Oh, jeez. I didn't mean to talk that. Oh, jeez. Lord have mercy.
All right, so let me disconnect.
Hey, everybody. I have a guest on my channel, David. David. And I think he's backstage. He will be here. Let me see. I forgot I was live. This is a trial run right now. Oh, I didn't end the stream. Oh, shit. Hey. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, he made it rain. He made it rain. Yeah,
You
the
wild,
boy.
man. You wild. Wow, Monroe. Wow. It's all
Well, for
good.
something like that, for me behind the scenes, this is like chaos. This may look like
Hey,
if
I'm
this
kind
was
of liking this though. Well, I need to follow up on Restream because like StreamYard they want like damn near $100. I'm like, man, yeah, yeah. I'm like, shit. I might not even pay that bill. Keep it off.
yeah, I didn't pay Restream. I left it go. Shit. Oh
I need to
dear
find out what
God.
this is all about. So, are you paying a monthly fee for this?
Yeah, that's it.
You don't mind me asking? You don't mind saying, or you can text me how much you spending? Because is it less than $88?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to give it Restream then.
What is it? How much? How much? It's just like what people
Man,
supposed
cause
to pay.
StreamYard, man, they not using no Vaseline on me right here. That's they ain't using no Vaseline on me. That StreamYard, man, don't make no damn sense. I'm
And
sick
it's
of this
like
shit.
people. What is it? Yeah, I know you is. And
I'm
then
sick of this shit.
when you find out that the United States, everything for you, that you getting pimped by the city. Oh, excuse me, you all. You gonna really be mad. You gonna be like, oh, holy crap. And I be telling people like this shit is serious. And y'all be thinking like Monroe's just up here doing some cars. I'm not on no cars, period. I'm getting all of this stuff from court, from what they teach us, what we learn. And I'm in another group too, and I gotta learn this stuff and get all of this type of stuff. And then when you found out, you mean you got all this money credit. Did you know like every person has 200? Okay, so every person in the world has money on their books when they was born, so to say.
Yeah, I've been hearing that. We're dealing with the birth certificate and it being a corporation, right?
Yeah, so this is one
Hmm.
book. This is one. This is one. This I ain't even shit. That's one. And then I'm all the way in another
Damn,
one.
hold on. Hold that book up again. How thick was that book? Let me see that again.
Oh, can
Kind
you
of
see?
breaking up a little bit. Come.
Oh,
I'm never.
oh,
I, yeah, it's breaking up a little bit.
okay, you see. Oh shit. Okay, you see that,
Okay,
yeah.
I got a little glimpse on. That's thick. That's a lot.
Yeah, but it's a lot to do because you but the thing is when the police don't bother you, you feel fucking free. You like, damn right. Yeah, fucking right. And you feel a lot better. Like, I ain't gonna pay no taxes. I didn't pay no tax. I'm a minister. You say what? We got to get there. I see it though. I'm talking too much right about now.
Hmm.
That's one book.
Hmm.
And then this is another book where you get your power of attorney. The power of attorney. This is a lot of other stuff, and I can't talk about certain stuff right now because once you start some of this process, you got to learn what to say and what not to say on camera kind of anymore. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, kind of complete, because this is a lot of stuff to study. Like you should just,
Hmm.
yeah. So anyway, and then you have to, yeah. So like you
So,
said,
so is that if you don't mind me saying, is that the stuff that you're studying with old boy on TikTok? Oh boy, you know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, all right, yeah.
it is from the IRS. Mhm. So, but you feel, but you feel a little different when you and shit. I mean, shoe fast. For everybody out there on the Sunday. Oh, oh my goodness. Yeah.
See,
So
they
when
be
you,
all right. You be all right. You know, as soon as they step out, as soon as they step out the sanctuary, they cursing at somebody. Sick of them too. Shit. Sometimes hey, I remember one time when I was ministering. I'm gonna share a story with you. Since we on live, we might as well go ahead and rock the show. You know, I was a minister, right? And so I remember my homeboy, he was a minister too. We met through a particular entity down there from Skid Row, LA. So we went to the LA mission, became disciples and all that stuff. So we got real deep in the church, and our gifts came out. So we ended up becoming ministers. So we had this musician came through here, man. He was greasy as a pork chop, right? And
just
he was
gonna make
talking.
me spit on
That nigga was greasy as a pork chop, right? So we just getting out of church, right? So he was tripping about his money. So he wanted to jump on the pastor. So by that time, they used to call us war horses, right?
Y'all see, this is why I enjoy my guests. I promise y'all. This is why I enjoy my guests, y'all.
Hey,
I'm so happy
hey,
to have this
man,
man here. This is David.
Monroe.
He had
Soon
this
we
title.
soon
Title. Let
soon
me
was
introduce this man. And he
hey,
got me laughing. I'm such a tomboy. I'm up here thinking about he talking about,
hey,
and I had fought 10 police officers, and I don't know where the hell that straight come from. I was like, "Oh shit, you!" They said, "We got one, we got one." And he said,
mm-hmm,
"Greasy as a pork chop." To be able to talk to somebody and you to be relaxing and be on like a frequency or somebody you can just be able to talk to is very exciting, y'all. It's a different level of frequency. People are already trying to pull. There's too many sucker bitches here, and this is Mr. David lied too long. I didn't ate too much candy. I know when I was younger, I ate a lot. I drank a can of pop, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, what the hell they got in this?" Oh, oh.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, oh my, yeah. Go ahead. I apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, you
So,
good, you good. Yeah, I mean, like when you go to church and what happens, like in the Baptist churches, the pastor he'll walk from the pulpit and go meet and be at the exit of the door as the people are leaving the church. They're shaking the pastor's hand and giving the pastors acknowledgement of how good the sermon. That they do every Sunday, right? So Oh boy, well, this musician, man, he was bad though. Don't get me wrong, the boy was bad. The boy was bad, man. You know, I was pretty good in my praise and worship, so we had dreams and stuff. Anyway, he started tripping about the damn money. He started cussing and stuff. Man, next thing, me and my boy are like, what? We ministers, right? Soon as we get out the church, as soon as we come out the double doors, man, we bobbing. We're like, what? So I'm saying, you know, we're like, you talking about our pastor like that? Nigga, please. It's about to go down. We in the white neighborhood too, right? Because the church, that particular church back in the '60s and the '70s, they had transitioned from the black neighborhood. This is in Pasadena, into a little further up in Pasadena was majority white at that time. So we're talking about at least early '70s, maybe the late '60s, like '69. So they're like the neighborhood's already tripping because we got all these niggers coming through here every Sunday morning. We was the large in their neighborhood. You know, that church is still in existence. Morning Star Baptist Church in Pasadena. And but anyway, I'm just saying. So when we talking about, you was saying, well, excuse me for cursing. Shoot, I know the
No, it's
time
fine.
cats
I
be
mean,
they start cursing before they come out of church.
well,
Sometimes,
from what I've
but
seen
anyway.
in church, yeah, from people, what they do, they go party on Saturday and then they go to church on Sunday. But a lot of
Oh
people
yeah,
have been woke. We have been, a lot of us have been woke, or they say been woke. But then when you seek knowledge, or then when you break down the words, I have this book over here, it's the etymology book, or different ways. Or some people, when they learn in school how to break the words down, and then a lot of gifts come online. I mean, and they try to make you doubt your gifts that you had or your ability, but they can't doubt our gifts because we had these gifts, and they come from us, and we know that. We know they come from us. We're the original person on the planet. We know that. But we know we felt kind of, I never felt inferior. So for me, I think one of my children father, and his cousin and somebody else was in the car, and I never felt inferior. But there was a policeman, and like I'm young, and I said, really? So all my life, I never feared the police. I don't know, as it could have been because I got lost at 5 years old, and then in kindergarten, and because I have a great memory, I don't know, is that it? But memorizing all this law stuff is a different one. This is more besides tarot cards. So so
yeah, okay.
so anyway, with the when the police came in and said, this all y'all got to do is knock on the window. Y'all ain't got nothing else to do, right? Y'all ain't got nothing else to do. Then I was
um,
like, I'm a female, but ain't these guys in here. This pissed me off, and like I'm in my head, I'm like, okay, and I'm the only one to say something to police. I was like, it's just me because I'm just, maybe I don't have that fear and bone in my gene, or maybe my future already knew. The future me already knew what I was supposed to do in my, you know what I'm saying, on my path.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And so people will
yeah,
come to my door. I had different situations. People would come to my door. You see my badge? You see my badge? I said, okay. Are you in there? Are you in there? I said, okay, give me a second. Give me a second. And then I pull out something. I said, do you see what I have? Do you see what I have? So
yeah.
I
Oh wow, okay.
I gotta have certain stuff, to me. I know it may sound good, but when you put in extra stuff and you learn different stuff, it's like, man, y'all can go ahead and work to y'all, not you, you know what I'm saying? But mine is like, I've been doing that hard work. Like, no, I don't know. Mm-mm. Don't nobody, and now they have robots. I said, they got had no robots when we needed it.
Mm. So now you got robots.
Yeah, we was lifting all that
Mm.
stuff. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But now
Yeah,
we are exactly where we need to be, and things and they make, yeah, some of this stuff I can't really say on camera. Some of this other stuff I really can't say, because once you start some of this stuff, you can't say certain other stuff on camera. So I didn't mean to go that far, but we testing this out, everybody. I appreciate it. We talk about we just doing a trial run. He'll be on here tomorrow, and we'll do it now too. It doesn't matter whichever one he prefer, because this
shit,
is
I
day.
I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm
So go
kind of
ahead.
well. First of all, let me just say I appreciate you bringing me on your on your channel, on your stream, and I definitely needed it because I've been. That's why I was like saying earlier, man, like a couple of days ago, man, if I could quit my job, I would do it right now because I know that. Remember we talked about earlier that this is that whatever we. I remember you saying whatever we are supposed to be doing, we need
It's
to get
like,
started doing it now. And I've
yeah.
been procrastinating so much because I can go, I can go either way. We can talk about this, we can talk about that,
That's why
and so.
I'm so grateful for this person here. I feel very comfortable. I mean, y'all know I eat a lot of sweets. I don't know what else to tell you all. So, but I do. I eat a lot of sweets, but I feel really comfortable. I can be myself with this person, and I be excited to talk to him. I do. There's just so much. He has great knowledge, poems, y'all. I mean, this when I tell you write magic in real time or do your spiritual work in real time, this guy, he pulls it out from left field like that. I'm like, good, my goodness.
Appreciate that.
Woo. Yeah, you pull
Appreciate
it out.
that. Gratitude.
Yeah, you do. You pulls it out. Your mind is so sharp. I was like, oh my goodness. So and like in David and Goliath, and me. Sometimes when people have an attitude and everything, anyway, I'm always breaking people's name down. But now it's like, okay, do I supposed to erase everything out of my head? What I've been studying with all these tarot cards, and now I know I got a great memory, and I got Gemini brain because I'm always in my head. I'm not always in my head, but yeah, I have. That's where my Gemini placement is. I was like, oh my goodness, like to be like that. Oh, like, oh my goodness. But to learn the stuff I'm learning now is different. And this guy, like David and Goliath in the jungle, and David, all he had to do was pull that, shoot that. What is it called? What did he shoot? Oh my goodness. You the minister. You longer minister than I am. Go ahead, speak, minister. Minister
Oh, I mean,
David.
yeah. When you threw when you threw the so-called slingshot at
Yeah.
Goliath and
Yeah.
put him in the temple, killed him. hmm
And
But
it's
check
just
this out, Monk. But check this out, Monroe. So I came across a book a long few years ago, maybe 7, 8 years ago. I was on, I don't know, it was YouTube. Before reels really got popular, like they are now. I came across a reel or a short video that was talking about the names in the Bible were actually these Egyptian names. So I had saved it, right? I don't like using that word. The Kemetic names, ancient
the
Egyptians,
land,
Cometians.
the
You know what I
land of
mean?
Kemp. The land
You
of
know,
Kemp.
of Kent, exactly. You know what I mean? That's another thing we need to get away from. But anyway, let me stay on point. Um, it was saying like David was particular pharaoh or not a pharaoh, but they call it a Betty Nisut, Nisut Betty. Maybe going backwards on that, which actually means pharaoh, because we know that pharaoh is in a Greek word. That's what they came up with. They started. That was the Cometians. They weren't calling them that. But anyway, so I had saved that video and I saved it, and then by the time I got back to it, some time went by, and I couldn't find it. It was gone. Right. Everything else I saved was still there. Like when you go on YouTube, you want to watch something later, you put it in watch later, and then you go back to it. So by that time I had like maybe like 200 watch laters to get, to do, and I couldn't find it. So I was like, wow, I was kind of disappointed about that. And then a couple of weeks ago, I was on TikTok. I was talking to someone else, and they was mentioning about this. They was reading out this particular book, and the names came up again about who David's actual name was, and other people. I said, damn, I gotta get that book, and so I did. So I did, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, once again, that's why I go to lie too long, because the names that we're using, these are colonization names. First of all, even though I understand what the name David is beloved, and like you told me and stuff like that, and I work with that, you know what I mean? Because that is a powerful name. Then the Seal of Solomon and King, all that stuff, and I use all that stuff. But now that I came across that information too, they talking about that David was actually Tutmosis the third in real life. Now, stories that's in the Bible,
Allegories.
yes, but these are actually some of the allegories. That's why the Bible is so diabolical.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest because to me, when people say dyslexia, I have no idea. Because for me, looking at this computer, and I like since I did never took it, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it to you all, but anyway, somehow being a pharmacy at a younger age, being a pharmaceutical technician, or back then it was called pharmaceutical tech, and it was an old typewriter. Okay, I was, and it was nice, and different things. Or working at Amazon, I've been on a computer. Yeah, okay, did my children stuff, but for y'all don't understand. Sometimes this is like chaos. Sometimes it's like I don't know what none of these names is. I just somehow learned it myself. So this is like chaos. And when he say diabolical, it's like I didn't understand the Bible. I say something wrong with this book. What? He that go thy earth with it, with it, what? I was like, no, I ain't know. This don't even sound something wrong. But then when you go, because the original book that they had, the original book of the Bible was a lot bigger. And that book of the Bible, they shrimped it down to make it like, okay, let's just give them that. They don't need to know the real stuff in there. And they used that and then kept them behind because NASA means evil Hebrew backwards.
NASA means what now? That's a
Evil
good one, right?
evil
Evil,
Hebrew.
evil Hebrew. Mm, okay.
But the Hebrews are good. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
about
I
over
know.
Hebrews. I don't know. But I'm just saying with
Mm-hmm.
words, y'all, because y'all, I was listening to opera all day, y'all, because that is, oh, I can
Listen to
sing.
opera.
Yes, I just, oh my goodness, it's such class. Because I speak different languages and people are like, oh my goodness, you're so smart, you're that, and my brother sent me something in Arabic, but I like languages. I hear things different. I don't know. That's my gift is. I don't know besides amongst anything, but let Mr. David finish, everybody.
No, I'm just bringing that up. I mean, this is still a book. Hold on.
And he ain't lying. This man get it in. This man
Oh,
be
yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm still in. I'm just started reading the book. Matter of fact, I haven't gotten to that section that grabbed my attention yet. So I'm just going through. It's. I'm just started reading the book. However, I just thought it was amazing that in that time that I lost that short story or whatever they want to call it, short video or clip. So I had learned so much in between that time. Now we're talking about 7 years, at least 7 years that went by. So that when it comes back to me again, it's like, oh yeah, I have you know uh, uh, a stronger or a strong connection with the information that I mean, and there is where once again that's why I get frustrated. Like right now, my boss just texts me, wants me to do something. It's my day off. I'm like, bro,
I must have picked that up. I had already,
like why you?
I already.
Okay.
It's like and people get weirded out by that because I'm in cars with people and I just know their name. I'm up here breaking down their name. They sign la 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 la. But you have to, with the energy that I have to be careful because I have to do a lot of ground and a lot of soaking. Just anyway. But like he's saying, it's like I can feel energy. Anyway, yeah. So let me let this the David
Yeah,
continue.
so I mean, so my thing is right now. So my main thing is like, just even though I'm learning the astrology part, and even the tarot cards, but my main focus is just the esoteric uh, and the metaphysical information and knowledge of one Christianity because I was brought up in it, and number two of also uh, with the Kemet. Uh, I'm gonna call it religion or mindset as well. That every every religion, every culture has taken a bite out of, and don't want to give up to, uh, don't want to give the ancient. Uh, I'm having a hard time comedians the respect.
No,
You know what I
no, no.
mean?
It's okay. What no, it's all right. Okay, I'm thinking in my head what words because today is Sunday. Archangel Michael. Okay, thank you, Michael Jackson. Thank you. Virgo. Okay, yeah. Archangel
And I gotta
Michael.
get that
There's
done too.
there's
I
there's
gotta get those words in before 12 o'clock too. But go ahead. I'm sorry. No,
Yeah, so there are words you can say that will help you in time and give you grace or love and guidance. And the spirit guides help you now, because I know you all have heard my story a lot of times. You know how, uh, you know, like I'm used to like seeing different things or different beings from different things was going on since I was young. And I think my mom may think something was wrong with me. I was fine because I was used to seeing things in the world maybe as other people don't see it. Because I was walking around here seeing people standing at their desk with wings behind them. I seen a Pegasus. I'm used to seeing the zombies like Michael Jackson videos in real life.
Mm,
Like it's like and I would hear to get the voice. Like I know what age I'm a pass, but I don't know the minute or hour. I don't know that one.
mm,
I don't know that one, but I know what age. Okay. And then I would hear, and so when Michael Jackson say, Mama say my Michael song, Mama say my Michael song. And I was watching him a couple days this last strong. He happened to come on and I studied that how he intensely. And so when you know these different levels, it's like it's so powerful. And like some people really get scared. And it's like they want practices. So when I was younger, I was just always around older people because I wanted to know about this world. I said I don't want to hear what these people talking about. Look out the ramp, look out. My mother had me looking out the window looking for a fat man gonna come down the chimney. I said, well, I don't see him flying.
excuse me, y'all.
Well, I don't see nobody flying at all. And so you get to questioning like what's going on in the world? What's going on in the world? You know? Um, and so and I had told somebody the year before last that a lot of people was gonna be mad because they've been lied to. They really gonna be mad. And now they're finding community. So now they've ramped it up. So and this guy, Mr. David, I apologize. Let him get finished telling the story. It's just so exciting to talk to him, you all. But yeah, we're talking about many things, you all. And like I told you, all this serious, and so many of us are going to get past that other part, and we're getting through it. We're working together. We're getting our communities, and we're not having no more of that stuff. That's why we had stuff in our yards. Remember stuff like that? We had stuff in our yards, or but now we got so much grass now, so we can have our own private sector. You know what I mean?
Mm. What do you mean stuff in our yards? You know what I mean? Like as far as like
Fruit, tomatoes,
oh yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Back when I was growing up in Pasadena, one time I was living on. It was I can give you the address. I hope no one goes in and breaking in the house. But anyway,
Do you have Mr. David? Mr. David, do you have a PayPal? Do you have a PayPal or a Cash App? You want me to put it on the camera on the screen for you now?
oh wow, yeah, I do have a cash app. It's that'd be cool. Um, I do. It's dollar sign Tahuti 63. Let me make sure I'm right because I'm so used to just sending stuff out. Make sure it's right.
Okay, well you're gonna have to put Tahuti on there because I don't even know how I always call him Thoth, but we saying the same thing though. But
Right,
um
right, right,
uh
right. See, at that time, I didn't understand the difference of which was the actual ancient Egyptian name and the colonization name from the Greeks as well. You're right. They call Tahuti, right? But his actual name is Thoth, right?
Israel is
Hmm.
Isis,
Hmm. Hmm.
Ra, Isis, Ra, and Elohim,
Hold on,
Israel.
let me plug up my battery. Trying to go out,
Okay, I'm gonna let
trying
him
to
talk,
go out on me.
and I'm gonna look. Oh, okay, no, we can't have that. Thank you, y'all, and I appreciate everybody we being here. We thought we was gonna do a test run. I wasn't for sure. Let me look on here so I can do this to Hootie right, you all. Oh, this ain't even plugged up.
But that, I
Okay,
mean, but to go back what you said, yeah, I was growing up one time in Pasadena. I had a big old plum tree in the front yard. In the backyard, we had a fig tree, a persimmon tree, an apricot tree, a peach tree. I used to get in so many fights, man, from that plum tree in the front yard because brothers were always climbing up there and taking the plums and stuff. And, I'll be up there trying to defend the property and stuff. I've taken so many L's on that behind that tree. But to answer your question, yeah, then my auntie and but now to Dina,
see,
they had like avocado tree, walnut trees. They think they had a peach tree. So You don't see that anymore.
No, and then on top of that, the planet had female trees, them trees, and I
Mm,
was glad to see it was one still over here in the suburbs. I went for a walk, but I'm about to go some more. And so I was looking at it, I was like, I don't know what kind of tree this is, but it's growing some female. I said, yes, a female tree, yes. No wonder there's more action over here. I mean, I mean, hey, dead you all, but yeah, oh my goodness. Anyway, y'all. But see, with the plants, you really get extra knowledge. And I was like, I didn't know somebody had put a clip up, and they was like, did you notice there's more male trees up than female trees? And I was like, what do they mean? But when I see when he like he was saying, I like peaches too. So when he said like you have fruits, oh my goodness, and yeah, so yeah, I remember that when I was younger and all that stuff now, but it's different now. And they did, and now we know it's set up. Okay, this is for entertainment purposes. Okay, let me. I didn't even before I even started. Okay, this is this disclaimer for entertainment purposes, and I to do whatever I have under here on the YouTube disclaimer. USC CR 107. This is disclaimer that all this is for entertainment purposes. All right. So I'm saying this, okay, but at the same time, um, it's like when you know what's going on, everything is different, and they're changing things around. And when they say that this is the way it was set up, I was like, oh, this is the way it's set up. Because I was like, something wasn't making sense. But then when you was like, why is that working? Something ain't right. I was like, I mean, when you younger, it makes sense now when you see like when you hear that it don't make sense. Never mind. Something else relate to that, but I don't want to say too much like that on that right now. Never mind. I was going to say something else, but that's too graphic. Never mind. I'm gonna go there because never mind. Oh, that's too far. But anyway, because the little ones when they come here, they still have that knowledge when they came from where they came from. You see, they still have the knowledge from where they came from, and it's still so fresh. You understand?
mm-hmm. You still do, yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
mhm.
Um,
So yeah, but you know, allegedly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they do it or not. I ain't never seen nobody do anything, so I don't know anything about nothing. But I'm just saying, I just know I was lost at 5 years old in kindergarten, but I knew my address by heart. My mother taught it to me. I memorized it, click, click, and that was it. And at 5 years old, I got lost. I didn't know my way home, and all I know is a policeman put me on his shoulder. Here's your daughter. And they took me to my mother back in, and I was in an apartment, and we lived on the third floor. I still remember where I lived at 5 years old.
that's
Yeah,
that's
so like
that's interesting because I remember I think I was around 5 years old and somewhere in that area, and I remember my mother had bought me. It was all about cowboys and Indians. When we was growing up, and so she had bought me some cowboy boots and a cowboy hat and a fake gun with the gun, pistol, and the belt. So I told my mom. Now I knew in Altadena, in Pasadena, Altadena. It's the lower part of Pasadena by Orange Grove Boulevard, and then up in Altadena, like in Casitas area, it's quite a distance. It's miles. Good walk. I told my mother, I'm going to go get me a horse. She thought I was playing, right? I messed around, walked out the house, and was headed up to Altadena. We talking about a good at least 3 to 4 miles. We ended up getting lost, and I had to be picked up and brought back home too. And was able to,
okay, David, I apologize. I need your help for thank
stuff
you,
like
family.
that.
I pretty let me spell it because I don't see it. I see those. I see this don't say Tahuti. It don't because I know Tahuti has an E in it, a E and a U, but this is not saying Tahuti. This is saying throw out. I googled it. I didn't really, this is goofy.
So
And
I,
if I
I
go out
sent
here, I don't
something through
want
the.
to save it.
Well, I did send something through the
You sent
private
something
chat.
to
I didn't
who?
know where to send it. Through the private chat.
Okay, okay, okay.
You see it?
Okay. Oh, thank you. Oh, what would I do
Yeah,
without David? Oh,
yeah,
I tell
dollar
you.
sign. Dollar. I did put a
Yeah.
dollar sign in front of it, right?
Oh, there we go. Okay, y'all.
Yeah, so it should be dollar sign to Hootie 63. Gratitude on that. But uh, I wasn't
Mm.
found by the police. I was found by family, people, friends of the family, and they brought me back home. Even though I still knew how to get back home, but I still had that spirit in me, kind of like what you're saying. You know, I'm. If you don't watch me, I'm a dip. I'm looking for something, not really understanding what I'm looking for. I
You're
just
not in depth.
know
You're not
that.
in depth. You're not in depth. You're not in depth. Words are powerful. Words are powerful. You're not in depth. You're not in depth. Don't claim that. You don't bring that in. Don't invite that into your spirit. I know we going through things. I know different people go through things. Even with my doctor, and I've been in the medical. Never mind. And then she would say like, "Oh, you need this. You need that. You want? Would you want to try this?" And I would know what medicine they talking about or whatever, whatever. Words are very powerful, and I have to be careful when they ask me in real time. And they pay attention. I be saying things in real time. I'm not manifesting anything out for that. But I'm put this up here. This is his Cash App. Uh, okay, we gonna change that. We gonna change that around. You know, things do take time. This is we know on on this planet they call Prince A. We call this what do you say? This thing called life, right?
This thing called life. This thing
Remember
called
that?
life.
Ain't that's what he said?
But Prince.
I'm thinking.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you're a Prince fan. Yeah, I'm I'm a
uh,
little deep in the Prince, but not that deep.
yeah. So this is this is
Yeah, I
this
feel you.
is this is my Cash App and Dave's Cash App. I hope I did this right, y'all. So that y'all make sure y'all can give it to both. Okay, whatever which ones y'all give it to us, and we'll probably be back on again tomorrow, you all. So I'm glad somebody had hooked this up for me. I'm glad I do talk to people. I am who I am, and they were so happy that. Oh, and they said, let me do this for you ahead of time. It was 3 people on here, and I was grateful to know different things. But the things I know, I don't kind of talk about it to everybody, if that makes sense. I don't know, you all. Sometimes maybe I do, and if I do, I don't. Let me let you finish.
Yeah, I mean we can hook up tomorrow as well. Because even though to go back, because I know I'm kind of bouncing all over the place, which is kind of cool. It's a trial run, but I also came across some information about. Oh, you know anything about the colostrum? They call it the colostrum.
No, it sounds like what I'm hearing you say is what I'm here. Okay, so I don't know how to put. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to put them both at the same time, but I don't know how to else. And I ain't finna try to example it now. I don't know because I would
Gratitude,
probably lose it.
gratitude.
So this, yeah, this is we're gonna be up here, y'all, and we can do this tomorrow. So I'm glad that they did this. They said, let me do this for you ahead of time. So next time you get on here, it won't be so hard. I was like, okay then, but I don't know if he ain't talking me through it now. I know the hell I may not get it next time. But I was like, my mind was like,
Yeah, I
ooh.
mean, hey, and I just woke up from a nap too. I was like, okay, Monroe, you know what I'm saying? I was like, let me get some coffee in my system. But I'm glad it turned out this way because I'm telling you, I'm just Restream, and trust me, I'm about to get on Restream, do a little more research, really find out what I can not do with it. But if it's going to be cheaper than what uh
Yeah, don't think that
StreamYard is
because
doing, then that's what I'm about to jump on.
yeah, no, you don't have to pay. No, I mean when you find out. Yeah, so certain things I can say and you can't say, and then they want certain platforms. It's just different stuff they going through, and certain things they want you to say and not say. Y'all, certain things, even BDL, I like very intelligent people around me. I don't know, y'all. This is just me. This is the way I think, and I like to be around very, 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 very intelligent people. And so, even BDL, he would say it in a certain way, and he's very smart. Oh, and I like people like that. I get. It's I'm just it's just that I can follow and like I can't talking with nobody talking about what the weather is. What the weather is? What? That's all you talking about? Oh, you ain't talking about nothing. I gotta get away. You ain't talking about nothing. What the weather talking about? No. We came here. Go ahead and let me finish your story. We came here to find our own spiritual map, our internal Stargate map, right? Our internal Stargate map, or our map inside our soul, or however you want. That's me. I'm putting it like that. Or, because I've been searching for my inside all this time. If that makes any sense to you all. But I still did. Spiritually and searching so many things and just deep talk or subconscious things so that's enough of my story. So I didn't really supposed to talk because we didn't hit this just black moon, y'all, and that's never mind. That's all that is. I ain't gonna talk about nothing
No,
else.
no,
Anyway,
that
y'all.
no, it's all good. I mean, yeah, I mean, me tomorrow. I get with tomorrow. I want to talk about that colostrum. which is a so-called neuron in our brains. It kind of coincides with the pineal gland. But if you look at the word claustrum, the other word that esoterically uh, that clause, it brought up Santa Claus. However, it broke it down in esoteric form on how to where uh, the the Santa Claus, even the way that we know of Santa Claus, can actually be used in a metaphysical form as far as spiritual enlightenment as well.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now that you didn't put it like that. So it's like, oh, everybody been Santa Claus. Oh, Claus to him. These kids gonna figure it out quicker than they know it. That even makes sense just right there. It just makes sense just right
Right,
there.
right,
Wow,
right.
wow.
And even with that, it connects with the they call it the Christos oil.
Oh, the the
Uh,
the crystal the crystal oil, the thalamus,
oil, right.
the thalamus,
Hmm.
and we got the two frontal lobes right here, the two frontal lobes. Like these are your cameras here, and these are the towers. Like they already got out there the towers, the Ashira poles. They was called Ashira poles, but now these days it's called 5G, right? I think that's what it's called, right, y'all? Because back in the olden days, it was originally called the Ashira poles.
Hmm.
God's wife.
So we talking about like the tree of life, like how the Kabbalah is used, or how they ain't. Yeah, right. Is that what you're referring to, or?
Ashira, God's wife.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you follow. Yeah, I mean, you know, go ahead,
Okay.
go ahead. So you talking
No,
about the
I'm just I'm
costume?
yeah,
Yeah,
with
go
the
ahead.
colostrum. So you're talking about the crystals oil, and how you can use that. Symbolic. I wish I could pull it up. It's in my OneNote, but I mean we'll talk more about it tomorrow because that's something that I got from once again from this book right here. So I got this from TikTok as well. Only thing I don't like about this book that the print is so damn small. It's like, man, I'm kind of mad about
Yeah,
that because I got to read it with a magnifying glass. The print's so
I got a
small, but I only
magnifying
went
glass.
like 2 pages in.
Yeah, yeah, I got
Mm,
a magnifying glass over here
yeah,
sometime for some stuff for
yeah.
or something like that. But yeah, I got a magnifying glass. Yeah, but it's beautiful because when
Mm,
you learn about your body, you get more serious about your body and your mind. It's like kind of like you even get stronger. Because it's like you knocking the door will be answered, and you would have really knocked, and then when things start happening to you, it's like it's so different. It's amazing, and so to me, it's like when you play with your spiritual gifts, or you write them down and see what works for this day, and let's see what the spirit send me that. Okay, what you gonna send me today, spirit? Let me see what I work with that. Did that work? Let me see what I did, or in my mind. Now to move it fast forward, we have the electromagnetic frequencies, right? So the food with the okay what the RN okay MRA allegedly you all because it was okay medical field. Well, anyway, oh my stay cross anyway. But with the so when the things get to hit and the electromagnetic frequencies, you had things in your systems. So I'm glad I was allergic to some food like 20 something years ago. I'm glad it was a reason. But I've been fasting for a long time even today. It's not because my teeth easy, y'all. Because I would take a steak in a minute, but I do
mm.
a T-bone too and go sit right there. Woo, uh, but but I really fast a lot, and so it makes you like really. And then to be with I'm not gonna say a sign. I almost said it, but anyway, to be with a person that's dedicated, so I can get in the car with a person, know something about their name, what signs is in there to doing their names, or what other placement of astrologies is in their houses, or like what's going on past the firmament that it is now, and then to know their gifts and abilities. That's like part of my service, and then his gifts is service, and so So everybody need money to make this thing. And whenever you're ready to move energy, you do service. And this is what he does, do it gratefully. And he's owed so much. And this is, is all, y'all know how important this stuff. Then when you find out what melanin is for, it's like everything is out of melanin. It's just so different. I may be talking all over the place, you all.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, like you said, it's a trial run, so we're not really come. We didn't really come with a specific thing to talk about, but so it's all good. We're gonna be all over the place. But right now, yeah. But even to go back when we was talking about the fruit trees and everything when we were growing up, and we were also healthier because we were never at home. We would get whippings from not coming home on time. Yes. You know what I mean?
Y'all don't want to get a one with a stitching cord in the bathtub. Oh my goodness! Ooh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
ooh,
yeah, yeah.
I don't even know what I did, but I don't ever want to do that again. I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, I don't think I ever
It was
did it again.
abuse.
Whatever it was, I don't think I ever did that stuff again. Whatever it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got hit with the stitching cord one time. That got my attention real good. Like, okay, I'll go find you a belt. You need to put that down. Let me go find you a belt. Mm-hmm. Stitching cord or a hanger. Them two right there. Like, okay, hold on, mom. Let me find you a belt. If you're gonna do some whipping, let me go get my belt. I'm not going to go get pull no tree off, no limb off no tree. Let me go here. Let's get it over with. Mm-hmm. But as I said, we were healthier. We stayed out. We playing football in the street, skateboarding, roller skating, playing basketball, playing baseball. You know what I mean? We stayed out. Then when we were done before we ate dinner, because either if your moms was either at work, you had to wait for her to come home and cook dinner, or maybe you was fortunate to where you had a mother and a father. Father's at work, and the mother's making sure they're cooking dinner, and everybody's eating at the same time at the table. You know what I mean? Was some, as a family. But we were healthier. So then when we were hungry, we couldn't to wait for dinner. If Sister Robinson has a pomegranate tree, we about to get on that tree, or we gonna get on David's plum tree. We eating fruit for the next 2-3 hours, and then we're like, okay, build up the energy, get the sugar going. Then by the time play a little bit more, it's time for dinner. That's how we lived. Now it's like, even right now, it's like, it's things are so in house, and we don't do much physical activity. Well, some of the kids now growing up, they're not doing much physical activity.
Yeah, because I know I did enough today, and I gotta do some more tonight, and then gotta go with my astrology. I say walk a mountain. I don't know about the mountain, but I'm gonna go walk some hills. I'm gonna go get some more focus on other things that I'm to do. And so with the stronger your mind girth is, that lets it like it's like iron sharpen iron, in other words. So with David, and this is how strong and mentally he is, and his poems is, when I say write magic in real time or do things, like I told you all, plenty of you all sometime, you all, because I'm already on something else with some other stuff, you all, with. But like I say, the stories that when it say it takes a family to what they say, what's the saying? It takes a family to raise a tribe. Like you said, Miss Such and Such is next door, or over here is over here, something like that, right? We can go to the tree, or we can go to a neighbor's house and play, like that. It takes a community to raise a village.
Right. It takes a community. Right, exactly. Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
So what's happening now, you all? They know a lot of people are they have their communities, and people shouldn't be afraid to speak. But with this age, what's going on when you get older is like, and see people start the other people start their children off at a younger age. So I had always paid attention to other things besides just, and I was like, okay, now how did they something, I be trying to connect the other dots, And so we learned that as we growing up, like, okay, we're not just gonna be working it like this. This just ain't making no sense. Because to me, it kept looking like it was going over in a circle over and over again, over and over again. So I was watching this guy yesterday. I don't know, is he a preacher, minister, or what? But he was like, oh, it repels him with being like broke or this and that and that and the different stuff he was talking about with money and la 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 la. It's kind of like what I'm, it's what I'm focusing on, and it's like, you know, and it's just, it's like you see why they start them at a young age, and it's like, huh, what? Oh, you don't have a child? Oh, they don't, oh yeah. So go ahead. I apologize. Too much.
No, you good. I mean, it's I don't know. It's just all about just
Connecting with
finding,
our community,
just connecting with the
communities,
community. I mean, developing a community, finding your tribe. Finding, and it's just like a maze that we have to go through, or a enigma that we have to go through to, I've gone through. We talked with, for those who may not know, I'm also in recovery. I'm like 18 years clean, sober. What I mean? Uh, that has its own path, you know, trials and tribulations and enlightenments and knowledge and spiritual awakening. So after going through all of that and going through things like that and being where I'm at right now, you know,
I can't
we
say
have to
that
find our
comment
own
is saying
tribe.
that I'm commenting. Oh my goodness, no.
Oh yeah,
The
man,
children may,
shoot,
oh my. Mm-mm.
shoot.
I ain't got nothing to say. More funny thing. Anyway, go ahead, sir. I can't talk about
No,
it right
I'm
now.
just saying. So I'm yeah. We don't want to share too much. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah. So I'm also as well as that doing that as well, and uh, developing my own tribe, developing, finding a tribe to hang out with good people like Rose and other people that come in our lives. But right now, if we have been, some of us have been governed or brought back here to expose the truth, which means we have to learn the difference. What is the truth? One of my favorite scriptures in the Bible doesn't it didn't one of my favorite scriptures in the Bible because I still use the Bible. I just don't read it. I just don't
I
take
do
it
too. It's right
literally. You know what I
there. It's
mean?
right there.
Yeah,
I had to
yeah,
clean. I really cleaned and straightened some things out. Friday, Saturday,
hmm
Sunday. Yeah, yeah. So I use.
yeah,
I really used it. I'm very
yeah,
good.
yeah. I just don't take. I just don't take
I
it
don't know. I don't
literally.
know that other stuff. I don't know that other stuff. He, that, our, that, we, that, fly at this. I have no idea what they
Oh
even
yeah,
talking
well
about.
they got like 25,000 translations. You just got to in
I
versions.
don't
You know what I
know.
mean? They
You
got
know,
so many versions now.
I'm just grateful for the person I work under. Their minister, and it just sounds so easy. Like he can go. Never mind. I don't want to talk about it because Anyway, he just can go. He goes there, and he just like, and he's. It's just a lot of strength. Yeah, never mind. I'm always breaking down words in my head. But yeah, because I would say something else. But I don't really when I get on no, I don't go talking about people's business. I kind of don't, that's just not me there. But anyway,
Huh.
yeah. So, people are great, and the person I work under, and like you said, you a minister, so he knows this stuff well. For me, look, y'all. Oh yeah. Well, they tell me to rest. I say, yeah, I'm gonna rest when I go. Otherwise, that we gonna constantly keep it moving until because I know and what we was here to get. What we and our body remembers. Our body remembers, right? When we take a bath or a shower, our body remembers as we drink water, or our body remembers. Our body remembers. And we do different things to get the information. Some people are so good at it, backwards and forwards. It's just comes natural. And his channel is so good. He is so super bad. He has the unk. He has different things on there. My aunt, and he goes over it and talking about it with different people. And people study that for a long time. But when you really understand that, and when you see somebody walking in that, it's really magical. And when you see them working in that and how it goes, it even gets even more. And then now you understand why they were so disciplined. It was like, Oh, I see. And then it makes you understand, like in your past, how did you, not you, but how a person had wound up on that path and how they wound up on this path. Because my path, and it's just like it's a science to this, and we all learn it. And some people like have the gifts, and he has great gifts and abilities, very great gifts, you know, and
Yeah.
his gifts and abilities, when they say you have different men around and they and you had the elders to like, okay, well, let me teach you this, and you pay attention. It's like, and it may come years later, like, oh, it hit me. I remember why they said that for. It's like, oh, now it hit me now. Sometimes it hit you like that, or sometimes people can have it in dreams. Sometimes people can see what they clear audience, clear sentient. What's the other one? Deja vu, premonitions, or omniverse, or quantum field, or let me let you.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's the same. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've come to the understanding that we all have our own journey and our own path that to follow, no matter how it may seem that it's not the right path, but it is the right path once we survive it. There goes the thing. If we survive it and we learn, it's just a path to get us back to our natural or to our original self. So I don't really take information and knowledge just to be learning. I'm understanding now. I'm taking knowledge and information to remember.
Yes, because Mercury is all about the memory. Y'all, my finger is broke. Okay, I didn't been in 15 car accidents and broke toe. I'm grateful to still be alive to tell the story, y'all. So Mercury is the one. Right, left. Okay, okay. 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 Yeah. So anyway, I'm thinking in my head, y'all, because pulling. So sometimes you pull on the father energy, sometimes you pull on the mother energy. So I'm thinking in my head. So anyway, so Mercury, so Mars, Mercury. Okay. So Mars is the planet that we can't get back to. Is that right? Yeah. Mars, we can't get back to Mars. Now Mars is the planet that, so they say was there, right? Now that's the war planet, but somewhere it's not in the sky. But the firmament is open up now, though, isn't it? It's getting open now. Oh,
Mm.
let me finish. Minister David, I apologize.
No, you good. You good. Shoot, it's your show.
Ooh, that firmament opening up now.
Mm.
Oh, we're kind of
Yeah,
worried
I
about
mean,
AI. Don't worry about AI. Don't worry about that. What? You say what?
yeah.
You need
A
to.
lot of people. A lot of people think. Yeah, a lot
Autumn night.
of people
Autumn night.
think.
Richard Pryor. What? I have a cash. Eloquent, the expensive taste. I have. Yes, I want. You want to get 125 people out of jail. Yes. Here. What Richard Pryor say? Take that. Yeah, we hang together like that. That's how we roll. But
Mhm.
no, they don't work like this. No, we are the superior. Let's flip this. Let's flip this, shall we, do it? Let's go. No, that's
Mhm.
me. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's just all about vibrating higher, and so we have to go through all these stages when we come into this dimension. We're automatically shoved, fed propaganda, false stories, uh, uh, you know, things like that, and we have to find our way, go through this process of finding our way out of it. So once again, so that we're able to elevate, because the main thing, because I don't know what Mom Rose, how you may feel about this, but I'm understanding if I don't vibrate high enough, we're gonna end up coming back down here. I'm not trying to come back down here.
Well, I don't know what they
What do you
talk
think about
about
that?
when
We're
they
not
say
dealing
go
about
to the light,
reincarnation.
Caroline. Go to the light. I know what you're talking about. When they say go to the light,
Mm,
Caroline, go to the light, Caroline. I ain't going to no light because I'm keeping my memories. I'm keeping my
mm,
memories, broken or not. I'm
exactly.
keeping my memories.
Right.
I'm keeping my memories. I'm keeping my memory. Come to the light,
Exactly.
Caroline. I said, even if my mama's standing there, okay. I'm going the other way. I'll be looking at some deep stuff,
Mhm.
y'all. I look at dark stuff. I look at a lot of stuff. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
But
No,
yeah,
I'm with you. I mean, if you go into the light, then you're gonna actually end up bouncing back down here with your memory wiped clean. So yeah, it's like don't go into the light, go towards the darkness, because you got to remember In the beginning, everything was in darkness, right? And we are melanated people. We are uh, uh, closest to the divine than any other uh, race. You know what I'm saying? Not saying they can't do their thing as well, but we're just, yeah, like walk in the light. Walk in the light, just like Poltergeist. Little girl walked in the light and got stuck in the TV, right?
Mhm. 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 And then there are people who really sit in silence and just wait and just to obey the spirit, or they sit a certain way, or you're just the spirit gonna let you know ahead of time. Okay, so okay, so so hypothetically, I would put it two ways now. I'm listening to him because I've been in the medical field. Okay, his nose is running. Okay, I'm already in my head adding up things, and then I could do it not psychologically, or his nose is running. Okay, so that's letting me know that he has already been who he was, very powerful before, but the things he was going through, he has been avoiding them. And so now he won't be avoiding them no more. He found the way to open the door. Let's just let me know that from his nose running. It's like, my Rose, what are you talking about? I don't know you all. It's just some of the abilities that I have, and it's just what I have, and I'm used to it now. I don't even know how to explain it.
Mm.
And you found ways to open the door, and you are opening the door, and yeah, and you are opening the door, and you don't have to avoid stuff anymore. Things will get easier for you. Now we have a Virgo retrograde. Well, it just started Virgo season, but then we have a Virgo retrograde. Then we
Mm-hmm.
have another Uranus. It's the end of Pisces again. What next year? No, Pisces is supposed to end next year. It's supposed to. Then we have a Uranus. Now, Uranus is a non-gender planet. This is why they have all these mixed things past the firmament at this time. You also, what's happening as above, so below, is happening exactly in our spirit at this time, right? So we got Uranus is about freedom. Then we also have Saturn is now Saturn retrograde, and then a Uranus retrograde. We really finna go inside. Oh, it's gonna be it's gonna be and you don't think these people don't. I'm looking at a man on TikTok was breaking down numbers like, and I don't know none what he's talking about. I understand what he's saying, a flat earth, a small earth, but his science levels is past quantum. His own out of model pieces. I don't know what he was saying. It was interesting. Like, you definitely right. He said, yeah, the government loves you just like they love you. Be around now. Oh, this is just me. I don't know, but this Caucasian guy, goodness, and you're like, yeah, we see the way it's set up. I can't explain like he had the word. I don't know. He went past photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Okay, in front of you. He went past photosynthesis of the chlorophyll. He was talking on all these levels with these numbers and the gravity and all this and that in the world. And no, I'm not here to watch no cartoons. Oh, he went in. So that knowledge is like, no, I didn't come here. I didn't come to Earth to sit here and watch the cartoon. He said he did his mission. He's been doing his mission. So you see, we are doing ours also at the same time. But they call themselves will like strip the gifts and abilities that we have. Some people or the higher up. I don't know who I'm even saying everybody. So this is for entertainment purposes. I need to what is this? Section UCCC, section UCC 107. Okay, I know that one. I know that law. For this is disclaimer
Mm.
for entertainment purposes. Okay, I know that law and some more too, but okay, you all. So now I put mine out there. It's already under my videos. Okay, go ahead, Mr. David. Okay, I see it.
Well, I mean, it's interesting. That kind of reminds me of once again. Let's go that to um, let's go back to Jesus, if you will, when he was a child. He came out and said, according to the scripture, "Hey, I gotta be about when he disappeared from his family, from his mother and father, and when they finally found him and they got on him, said, Where you been? Where you been?" He said, "Hey, I gotta be about my father's business. Back off, basically, right?" So we take that same. We have to look at it now. Not we don't look at. I don't want to look at that literally, but if I take it uh metaphysically or esoterically, then we have to be mindful of the children that you have. When you see them operating, like you said, I don't have time. Some kids, I ain't got time to be watching no cartoons. I gotta be about my business. You're not gonna understand. You did your job. You're doing your job. Your parents doing their job, taking care of me. You're doing the parent thing, but I'm preparing myself that to do my agreement that I've made to come down here, even though I'm not really fully clear what it is, but I got this barometer, I got this compulsion that's pushing me and pulling me this way because I have a greater purpose. And so a lot of times I think it's very important for
When you get a chance, instead of that other one, we're gonna do this other one, so you don't even have to what did it say, restream. I got another one for you, and it's gonna even help you to go past the window of time, is if that even makes any sense. And that's gonna like give you extra gifts, and it's like now people are gonna be extra. Mm, you're not even there, not you or me or where we are at, but people who have these abilities, they like get so mad, and it's like, and I couldn't figure it out all my life why people was mad at me. I was like, what is going on in this place? I have some people I do, but I was like, why is everybody? This is too much. I will feel it. I would know it. I would just know. It just never felt. And then there is some people who and then I pull it a certain way. I was like, okay, I see what you're doing. When you see right through people, it's like, no, I see which way you coming already. But okay, I'm ready for you next. And it's like you thinking like I'm so it's like I see what you mean. We thinking ahead of time. Like, okay, I see what you're doing. Okay, I've been there, done it. Like you said, I see what
I've
I'm
been
seeing.
there, I've done that, right. I can see, yeah, yeah. That doesn't interest me. But to everyone else, it's gonna look to a lot of people it's gonna look weird, it's gonna look defiant, it's gonna go against the matrix, it's gonna go against the system.
Mhm.
It's gonna go against the system, it's gonna go against our our beliefs, our teachings, you know what I mean? And so then and we're gonna be shamed and but I what we need to understand is we should not do that, and we only do that because of our lack of knowledge. So let's go back to the Bible again, since most of us are so familiar with that. Okay, no problem. You know, it says once again, we are destroyed from the lack of knowledge. I'm not saying I know everything. There's a lot of stuff I still don't know. I'm still learning. However, when we, like you're saying, I've been there, I've done that. I mean, even when you see people that are successful, they just come into life. Like let's take Michael Jackson or even Prince. This is the
Yeah.
things that they were able to uh, do and
Yeah.
to focus on, and even though they left early, you're like, yeah, there's no other reason to be here. No matter how it looked like how it went down in our eye, oh, it shouldn't happen like that, or it didn't. It's gonna look different. It's supposed to look different.
Yeah. And then and it's beautiful when you, especially like I keep my book, I keep my notes, the days of the strong, and which day is for which day, and what planet or what color goes on what day, or what would add to you and what would take away, or what's going on past the firmament, what am I feeling, or you're able to me I'm able to look at a movie with the trick, what is it called, trickology of the colors. I'm able to look at movies. My daughter was like, how did you know what's going to happen next, Mom? How did you doing that? She didn't
Trilogy.
understand, but to me, it was like, because it was funny to me, because I'm like, okay, I see what's going to happen next. Okay, this going to happen next. She said, how'd you doing that, Mom? That's weird. But when like you say, we study and it comes easy. Like you got that Bible. I sound like Yoda. But if I had like him, I'm a forever sound like Yoda, because when I had my spiritual with my spirit guide, I like to get subconscious readings, and I pay like one was 300, one was 3 or 4 to 500, and I like to go in my subconscious and understand it and get the recording of different lifetimes. Right now, I know which ones. Now I remember the things that I remember of the different lifetimes when I was here. So I'm always asking that what's going on with my subconscious. So I know and so that's the kind of deep study I do, because we're here to study and know ourselves.
Mm,
And when you pay attention to what's going on subconsciously, we just look at nature. Now we know everything in Yellowstone ain't running out of Yellowstone for nothing. The animals ain't running out of Yellowstone. So if the
mm,
animals running, we better start getting prepared. I mean, we've been getting prepared.
mm. It's about to go down.
Ah,
Mm,
I did like son ain't right here. Nature said the bull running, the bears running, the lions run. I don't know what's going on, but it's going down. Oh, I ain't finna be around here. They can use something else for me. It won't be to me.
mm,
But they all out. You know. Now I'm speaking like that. It could be allegorically or figuratively, because it's always something, two or three things going on at once, and so at this time, there are exactly two things going on Earth. We got Mother Earth, Mother Earth, and then apologize. Go ahead. I gotta catch myself. Never mind. I
mm.
forgot. I forgot
Okay.
to do something. I forgot to do something in my head. In my head, I ain't gonna say now, but you had me think about something and I forgot. I had a schedule and uh yeah, I be doing other things. Oh boy. Anyway, yeah, yeah. But anyway, we follow our gifts and our abilities. Yeah, I missed some days doing something else. Oh boy, and I got some more things to do. Anyway, you all. But yeah, we stay on the path, but now you enhance along the way, and you're gonna enhance when you just be yourself and be who you are. And don't doubt your abilities. When they say trust the process, yeah, you trust the process. And because some of the stuff I be tell you all, it would sound crazy. And when I say it to you all, y'all be like, what are you talking about? And when I say that, like, you all right? Yeah, I'm all right. I know what I'm saying to you. I know what I just said to you. And it's like, you okay? Yeah, I know. And when the first time I seen something, I was able to tell my mom that this and this and this, and she said, "What are you?" And it was cute at first when I told about her second husband. My mother is a very good reader too. Now, don't get me. Nah,
Mm,
all my family. My mom was the type of person, she would speak about the Crystal City. To me, she was too quiet, and she was really quiet, I guess, till later in life. And then it was like, and I was like peed off. I was like, this is the stuff I want to talk about. You say, what about the Crystal City? What? I'm gonna be
mm,
in my way, but she would go up, but we all had to be careful, because when she go up there and get the information, when she come back, she'd be drained. She'd be tired. She'd be drained. But she had helped numerous people in our family, right? So, and then I said, oh, that's where the Crystal City was. And so there's some pictures I had seen, like two or three pictures I had seen of the Crystal City. And I just asked my mom straight out, Mom, where the Crystal City? And she had told me, she said it's underneath Washington D.C. That's what she said. She said they got. She said
mm.
they have. She said they was. She said there's more computers than what you even can dream of in this world. I was like, whoa.
So when
And
she
she,
talked about, she is referring to computer chips, those crystals.
no, she just called it the Crystal City. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. She just called it the Crystal City, and she would discuss. And you say what? Now, what'd you say?
Well, she said there was more computers underground than we are aware of, right?
Yeah.
So I'm talking. So and are we talking about computer chips? Are they considered that computer chips? I'm just asking. I don't know.
No, she
Are those
described this.
computer chips being referred as crystals? Could be referred as crystals as well.
She described this place as a magical place. She said it's so magical. So many things happen at this place. It's so beautiful. She said it is beautiful. And my mother had great. She said it is beautiful. Oh my goodness. They can't have that on this planet. Oh my goodness. She said, somebody would. So it's some very powerful information that yeah. So that's the kind of study, and I'd be like looking for, like that,
Mm,
and I'm talking like this, but like I said, again, because we're talking about this, and this is a trial run. This is a disclaimer from the UCC 107, UCC 107, for entertainment purposes and for yeah, and for the media. Yeah. and entertainment purposes. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so the Crystal City, because they would like you, to not even be normal to talk, and certain people can't even talk, and they got to go in a roundabout way, but you still get the message. And so when we learn our gifts and abilities, and you get so much powerful, and things come to you, and you like, oh, so are you able to, okay, so like, do you have be around friends that talk like this too, like this, that gives you information? Or I gotta be around people that's like this, or either deeper. I can't be around, no, I just can't do it. That's just me. Not that's not, I don't got nothing against nobody, but I just can't really be. I try, I do my best, but I'm out. That's, I'm here because I know in one lifetime I was here until in the 13 BC. Before it was 13, was it 13 BC? 13 AD. It was 13 BC. I had helped so many people. Men tried to unalive me. I was and they tried to burn down because I was teaching so many women some spiritual gifts, and the men tried to burn down, and they tried to disclaimer my name or my reputation because I was really helping the people. But then, and they got some people had got unalive, but it wasn't my doing. It was of these other men power that they wanted at that time. So okay, and so, but later, I had, I did fulfill my mission, and I had passed in that lifetime at 119, and I didn't have any children in that lifetime. Then in another lifetime, I had a husband, but I was always doing for him. I'm like, what? Okay, all right. So this is what I be doing subconsciously, going like, what is this, like, so we're here to search ourselves and our abilities. So any gifts and abilities we had back then, we still have, and it's even stronger now, or whatever they say, the Akashic records. Funny you was talking about
You
Jesus,
said that.
and I was looking with Jesus and Dracula, and then Jesus and
Mm-hmm.
Dracula, they had Judas, and it was like, really, it was the way he had came as Dracula, but he didn't want to go. He didn't want to go because he didn't want to face what he had did for giving up his brother. I am my brother's keeper. So he didn't want to go face Jesus for what he did. It was just really wow that happened like that. He didn't want to go face it, but no, it was time for him to go back. So they say the only way to deal with that is to face death itself. You know. So what you think about that, David?
That's quite interesting. I mean, well, once again, you have to look. I look at that whole situation as allegory. Um, but I can see that. I mean, if you portray someone that's been good to you, you're going to feel some type of shame. You should be. You know what I mean? So you should. I mean, your consciousness is going to get the best of you. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
So if you feel like for me to forgive, since I'm going to put you in the hands where you're going to be killed, then I can see what maybe the best thing I can do for myself is to kill myself for the same. I mean,
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're
you know
saying.
what I
So
mean. So I
so
mean,
so
that's
so
interesting.
yeah, so Judas had came back, and this time, in the 2000s, and then he didn't want anybody but Mary. And I was like, oh shit. I mean, shoot. And I was like, oh. So when he I'm thinking about something else in my head before. Yeah. So I'm thinking about, and he said Mary, and he was like, oh, so he was coming to get, oh, he ain't gonna get found out about. He had chased Mary's grand Mary's father had protected him and ran away, but he knew about this Dracula person. Oh, the succubus person. I was just really deep. I mean, I like to look at different things like that, and I would like to pick it up or decode it or something like that. I'm always decoding things like that. And so, besides
Mm.
that, we talk. What gifts or abilities that you have, Dave? Not know you have. I'm not here to do that. Like what? Hey, what's your gifts? Hey, put your gifts out there. I'm not here to do that. Because we don't tell all. That's not for other people out there to like. I don't like people like to like. People like, oh, let me get a reading. No, I don't. No, 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 no. When I see, not like that. But I don't like people. No, 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 no. And then I stay far away because when we know that we have been put in the spiritual work, what you think? What do you feel? David, Mr. David.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here. I know I look like I'm frozen. I'm here. I'm just listening.
No, you're not
Um,
frozen. You're not frozen. You going to go get some coffee, or you want to get some coffee, or you come back, or
no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Um,
so? What gifts have you noticed, or
well, I mean, I've always had the. It's kind of hard to explain. Um, I just bring, I just bring that energy. The gifts I had, I bring that energy of joy, love, peace. At the same time, we take my middle name as Warren. I can be, but so we'll go with David Warren. Not gonna use the last name. It's dealing with slavery stuff. So let's go with David Warren. Uh, beloved, right? Then Warren also means warrior. So my gifts is that I'm going to speak my mind. I'm transparent, transparent. Joy, love. Uh, I, I consider myself a good counselor, uh, psalmist. Uh, you know, just deep learning more of a deep thought, uh, understanding grace, mercy, understanding I was received mercy and grace. So it's not hard for me to give that back. Uh, so those are my gifts, and now I'm just forming them all together to where I don't waste too much time on things that are not beneficial to me. So uh,
right, right?
I want to back up a little bit because you were saying, well, you were asking me, well, who am I in contact with? I'm not in contact with very many people because people like us, we don't get in contact with very many people because of that energy. Like I can't, you're still, my thing is my YouTube is a fourth dimension spiritual travel. So I am, coming out. I'm not really locked in. This third dimension stuff doesn't really excite me like it may do most people. I'm like uh,
Yeah,
trying to
I know.
think
I know.
above the heart chakra. We're dealing with
I'm
the heart
already in.
chakra.
I'm in
You
my
know what I
head thinking.
mean?
What are you talking about?
I'm
Where we
always in
at?
the clouds.
One night in Bangkok, make the world your oyster. He say, and he say, so you can go back to your bars, your temples, your massage parlors. We think above the waistline, sunshine. Yes, that's what I'm talking
Think
about. That's
above
what
the sunshine. Yeah. And transitioning from that. Now, don't get me wrong, though. I mean, yeah, I was like we said, living the life in Bangkok. I mean, I did my thing. I've done I've been places.
I'm.
I've been places. You know what I mean? I,
Let
I,
me do it
I,
up.
I,
Help me
I,
to
I,
bring
I
me
won't.
Amigos míos, se le nombre se te no me pide, amigos míos, se le nombre se
Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I've been places. You know? Yeah, yeah. So one of my spiritual
Yeah,
gifts
I
is,
gotta be careful with it.
well, one of my spiritual gifts, more I could say, it's all about enlightenment. You know what I mean? So, and let me, for those who may be listening, you know,
Yeah, but he says enlightenment. Sometimes we need other people around to see us, and sometimes we can't see ourselves,
mm,
right? So to me, I don't know. I don't know, David. Do I be too animated sometimes? Just let me know, because I don't. Sometimes I need other people around because I'm used to family. People say, "Oh, you funny. Oh, you funny. Oh, you funny. Oh, you intelligent. Oh, you smart. Oh, my goodness." Ooh. I was like, "Okay, all right." Ooh, ooh. And then it was one man we was in the car, and the man was he's Arabic. So he was picking me up, and we had to go. He was holding his rosaries, and it was thunder and lightning so hard. He said, "Don't worry, I'm gonna get you home." I said, "You gonna get you home? I ain't
mm,
worried about it. I'm gonna get home."
mm, mm,
He
mm.
was and then we was talking,
I'm glad you brought.
and it was raining so hard. He was
Yeah, yeah, I got you. Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah, yeah. That's funny. I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of time I'm out here in Texas. I'm not in California anymore. So no, Texas, a tornado can drop at any time. anytime. Because of the weather, it could be 90 degrees and it's raining. You know what I mean? So a tornado can pop up anytime. And a lot of times when it does happen, people are worried. We got to do this. I'm like, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried because I know that the Neteru, I know the Neteru, they got me. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about that. These cosmic forces, I'm protected. And if it's my time to go, just my time to go. However, I don't think I'm always knowing I'm protected. So we take that Neteru, which is also, I'm kind of jumping tracks just a little bit. Uh,
No, you're doing fine. I am Ayamaya. I am Ayamaya. You can go backwards and forwards in your timeline. It's at any time. It's your story. You're not telling his story. You're telling your story. Yes, sir, Mr. David. Minister Ted. I mean, Minister David. I'm around a lot of ministers. Go ahead, Minister
yeah,
David.
well, I mean, well, the Neteru, that is something that, so back, here we go. Christian uh, doctrine. It's basically that's where the angels, if you will, kind of like the word angel, kind of like came from. Because we're dealing with principles, we're dealing with forces. I don't want to get too insensitive, but you see all these disasters that's going on, and uh, man, I don't know how to say it, but sometimes it seems like it's just the cosmic forces are like saying, we had enough.
I mean, I guess they're saying it now, but still, I'm not gonna. I have to be careful how I say because I know what words does and when I do say things, right? And so I do pay attention and I kind of like journal or I keep a lot of recording in my head, right? So anyway, but like you said, he said with Texas, and then while he talking about Texas, I'm thinking like, ooh, yeah, Texas. I wonder how it's gonna be. I gotta see, is it that much to a pace? I gotta start getting to because I want to get up there in Galveston. That's where the spiritual way. You talking about Louisiana? What about Galveston? Have you been up there, traveled to see the spirits and occult stuff in
I've never
Galveston?
been.
Where
No, Galveston's about 200-300 miles away from me. I'm in North Texas. I'm in the Dallas area,
okay,
DFW. So Galveston's
okay.
down there. We talking about what they call it, the Gulf of Mexico and all that. You know, yeah. And they always and so yeah, that's kind of touchy subject right there. But they just cosmic forces been cutting up down there.
Really?
Oh yeah, with floods and
I,
oh yeah,
oh
yeah.
wow.
They
Because
just had a major flood not too long ago.
I was. Oh wow. Well, I'm gonna check out my because I was well. I know she's okay because she been on my computer and she talked to me. I be thinking about this other one of these YouTubers that was you come on my computer and but I don't go tell everybody. But anyway, I would talk to her and I was concerned about her with her when it was flooding and then she was up in Galveston and she go traveling all the time. Yeah, she was and somehow we kind of had the same kind of abilities and we had talked and we had kind of like the same ability. We both was obsessed with Michael Jackson. She got attacked Michael Jackson tattooed on her arm. And Michael Jackson, some of my children names is Michael Jackson's name, their initials or their middle name, some type of way. But besides that, they have a Arabic name, a Spanish name, and then their name. Because I'm Costa Rican and just other abilities. So when you know what's in your bloodline, they don't want you to know what's in your bloodline because some people aren't really supposed to talk about like what comes to them because there's different things of forces that or allegory that visit me and I don't do I see anything or like I'm a medium sometimes. Yeah, I could be a medium at different times. Or I think my auntie, as my auntie said, she understood later. She was like, oh, now she taking metaphysics and she said, oh, I understand now what happened to you. Oh my goodness. So you had really was able to see behind the curtain. Whoa. That's what she said like that.
Mm.
And when you go see it like that, my eyes can't never go back to saying you all. I don't care what these people talk about. What hole can it be? I don't care what these people talk about. I'm open. When you see something that big and great, man, and I know the abilities and I just know the different things that it's just you ain't talking about nothing, and you ain't finna. I ain't finna let you get to me because when you know the abilities like you did in your life, and what you say and you know what to do, and you doing it, and your abilities. This man is so powerful. he is so he asked for something. I wait for him to write. We do another magic letter or a magic in real time, or he asked for something. He is so great with his words. I know I know my brother. People they send me stuff in different languages, but he is so good in his words. He asked for something, and when he asked for something, he had got it. He got something within I don't know 6 to if I remember in my head right. How long was it?
You talking about the time when I was in the parking lot?
No, sir. No,
Oh,
sir. No,
okay,
sir. That's not magic.
okay, okay. Not that time.
That's not me. That's not me. No, sir. I don't do. I don't do. I don't do that. That's not me. You won't do that? No, I'm not doing that unless you want me to. But no, if you tell me so, no, no. I don't. That's not me.
Mm.
I don't do that. That's not because part of that is that we're really not supposed to do that.
Mm.
That's that's one of the like okay, the same way as my aunt. But when they say it's an art to this, we really don't supposed to do that. We're not supposed to do that. And then they say it's rules to it. It is rules to it, and we're not supposed to do that. And I don't know how to explain it a certain way. How time just yeah, because there's some other deeper things I want to say, but I don't want to go through that on here. I don't
Mm.
know. And but no. But yeah, so he said something. We wrote a letter. We wrote a letter in real time, and he was able to receive his outcome within 5 to 6 months, something like that, and it got bigger. He's like, you
It
know
was
what?
quicker than that.
I need a
It was
break.
quicker than that.
I need
Yeah,
a
it was
break.
quicker than that. It was in a couple of weeks. It was less than a
Oh,
month.
oh
It was less than a
wow.
month. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was less than a month. Yeah. If it was longer, if it was longer, it didn't seem like it. 'Cause once we did that, and then you're like, okay, yeah, yeah. Because I needed all of that, and like you said again, we need to get together and do it again, because you know, yeah, it was less than that. It came quick. It kind of it came so quick, and like now, what's going on is, uh, like I'm saying, I'm being compelled to keep that going. I did ask for it, but then when I asked for that, boy,
But you thinking about something else? You thinking about your
I'm
increase?
thinking about my increase, and my increase. Uh, yeah, I'm thinking about my increase.
That's right. You're supposed to always get an increase. You're sitting, you're there, you're doing that, and you're serving other people. You're doing your part. You're serving other people, right? But you're more than that. Who you are? You're down here serving people. You're moving energy. Now your energy has to move in your body, right? So as your energy move in your body, as you serve the people, there's more to come for you. Sometimes people don't know what to do, how to do it. When they say, "Oh, the spirit was good," and they say like that, or and he moves energy, and at the same time, he he's David. I mean, this is a big jungle out here. I mean, have you all really you all seen the world, right? I mean, woo! You can't make this up. This is and you realize, oh, now I see what this planet is about. Really? For real though? This is what they are? Oh, y'all crazy out here. Y'all weird.
Mhm.
And then there's other, oh, this is so exciting. Let me see. Let me see what magical abilities or what spiritual abilities I can do over here. Oh, wow. Oh, I need somebody who know that knowledge and know that information. I need somebody who can like aspect that. So I already know what things I have to work on for myself this year and what's coming for me also. But besides that, okay, I'm constantly um you know and we move energy. So I hope and I know that we're helping people here tonight, you all. And we'll be back on tomorrow. And now that David we've been on, we're gonna be on here again, and we're gonna be on here again. It was so exciting to meet him, and I hope you all enjoyed him. He's gonna be here, David, and he is very smart and intelligent. right? And a great minister. I didn't even know he had this background. Whoa! What you say?
Yeah,
Now,
gratitude.
now you gonna get me thinking about. You got me thinking about Bernie Mac outside the church. You know, Bernie Mac and them talking. Oh, I don't know, in my head somewhere along. They said, "What you want
Are
to
you
do?
talking about in
What
Friday?
the preacher?
I'm
What
talking
you?"
about the one in Friday. What we call sin, sin, sin. Calling Normandy and Weston. Instead of sin, sin, sin. Mm.
Oh
Let me
boy.
get a bit of that.
Mm-mm.
What do you ask, Krista? What are you asking? Let me get a little bit of that for my cataracts.
This is smoothie. I don't eat much. Oh,
Yeah, I need to make that. I'm gonna do that tonight.
because
Make me a
I need my
vegetable drink. Mm-hmm.
because my enzymes. Um, my enzymes. I think it was my pressure. My blood pressure was high. My blood pressure was high, and I ain't never took. Now I remember my mother used to watch something with the movie. It's like it was just weird, y'all. It was like I would think something in my mind, and right after I think it, it would. I was like, "Ooh, this is some. Ooh, I wonder if anybody do this type of shit. I mean stuff."
Mm. Good.
And I was thinking, and like anyway, so my blood pressure was up. And I'm eating some food and stuff. And my auntie or something, I think, happened to call her. Anyway, my enzymes. I wound up to the hospital and wound up. And no, because everything what happened with me with the doctors and whatever, I was like, they had to have a colonoscopy. I said, whatever you have to do, yeah, After I had a C-section and they didn't care like if you melanated or not. I said, hey, I feel that, hey, put this. And
Oh, what
they
happened?
cut me. I had a C-section, and I was whoa. You what kind of anesthesia? No. They don't care.
Mm.
And so from here on, and you think there's certain things that you have the right for your own. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, some things we can't really talk about because this stuff is other stuff is different, and what I'm talking about, so that's a different level. But anyway, that you have the access to, but the thing you have to finish your because some people go see in a little while when they're gonna like what stories did they do or what are they working on, they're gonna like, oh, okay, no, I ain't about to, no, you ain't about to just you ain't about to do that to me. No, I'm gonna be a rebel to the end. You ain't about that ain't about to go down.
Mm.
If as a female can have a fight with 10 police officers, they think nothing about it.
Mm.
Ooh, but I think they held me down. Of course they did at
Oh
the
yeah,
end. Ladies, all we
I know
got
they
is
won at
one.
the end. They're gonna do that. That's what they do. They're gonna
And
come in
then
the end.
uh, yeah,
But they're gonna be a
and
couple
then
of bruises and somebody's gonna catch a bruise
so
anyway.
what and so yeah, so I remember they like, hey, we got us one. And then at the end of that, um to feel like that, now that's had to be good. Like if Tupac was like that, I mean Tupac mother was like that and had to have that abilities to do all that. No, I know who I come from. To know that information like that, to have it like that, that's some great information to be picked up like that.
Mm.
And they just said, we're gonna put her in here in the cage, right? So when they put her in the cage, what happened? The men wound up being her protectors, didn't they?
Mm.
You remember?
Talking about when she went to jail. Did she go to jail? What happened with her?
Yeah, remember? Because she knew the information, they was getting upset.
Mm.
And they said, well, I got something for her, but everything they planned, how our mother put it a certain way. Because look, I am no way adverse in the Bible, y'all. I'm telling y'all the truth, okay? As a minister over here, to me, the Bible sounds like Yoda, so I'm just gonna say it how I say it.
Mm.
But but I just yeah, I'm gonna say it like that. Oh, you're welcome. But as her knowing who that she knew her spiritual gifts and her abilities, and she had been down with the people,
Okay.
like no, to put that type of stuff. I mean, because I've been around, and I would look at that like, why am I around all of these people all the time? I'm like Like was it Jeff Ford? Or is it Jeff Ford? Who is it? Wait a minute, is it Jeff Ford or what's the other one? Jeff Ford and what's the other one name? Jeff Ford and what's the is Gangster Disciple? I don't know. It been against Jeff Ford and Larry Hoover. So no, so it's Jeff Ford. One of them. No, anyway, I ain't gonna say which one it is now. I remember. Okay, I had the memory in my head. So now one of them is like, yeah, and she about making her money too. Don't get me wrong, she about making her money. She make me laugh. She funny, but you know, and it's very we was organized. So now they say, okay, now we are ahead of them. Now we're way ahead of them. Let's see if they're gonna work with that. Or they say when you used to say, get with this. Oh, don't you want to? Yeah. So they had them. They was doing that psychology with Tupac's mom,
Mhm.
and it didn't go in their favor. So when it didn't go in their favor, they wound up needing her brain power. And I wonder how many people she didn't help when she got out, and how many people she didn't help when she got out. That even she probably had from that system go even be around her son later. You know what I'm saying? I know they connect. You see what I'm saying? Never mind.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I mean, my thought comes in as well as the information that Tupac had heard while he was still inside his mother's womb.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like everything. I mean, even in his developing stage, you know, what energies, what messages
I,
was he getting?
I'm thinking. I'm glad you said
You know what I mean?
that. Never mind. I'm thinking in my head. The GD. Okay, growth and development. Okay, I feel it now. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I
Yeah, go
mean,
ahead. I apologize.
that's
Go
just
ahead.
interesting to me as well. I mean, and I say that, and the reason why I bring that up is because we may not remember the conversations when we are basically uh, being formed in on our mother's womb. We're still receiving some form of type of energy or information. And I say that because, one of my things was I didn't find out till I was 50 years old that I was adopted. And when I was growing up with my adopted mom, who I thought was my biological mom, we've always bumped heads, but she loved me. She always bumped heads, and I was always running off, and I was searching for something, not really knowing what I was searching for. I was just thinking that I was just always running. I ran away from home at least 7 times for no damn reason, to be honest with you, because I wasn't lacking nothing. You know what I mean? But um, but then
Your inner spirit
right. But
telling
once
you.
I found out, because my biological mom, my adopted mom, who I thought was biological mom, when we have these certain arguments, she always say, "I don't know why you're not like me. I just don't understand what like me," and that always would bother me. Like, damn, I don't know either. But But then I don't know. But then as I got older, you know what I'm saying.
I'm sorry. That's
But
rude,
but once I got older,
God.
once I got older,
They start on you young,
it
don't they?
started
They
me
start
young.
young, don't you? When
Yeah,
you like know this pattern, you like, oh, you like, I can see that move. I know this pattern. I see what you finna do next. I'm out. Like I ain't
it's
used to.
weird.
My, my,
You know what I mean?
my mom like, you didn't have no money when you run away from home. Yeah, okay. The hell I did. And my ponytail, I kept going. I
Shit, I
never went back.
didn't need no money. I didn't need no money. I'm talking. I wasn't gone for no couple hours. Sometimes I'll be gone for days. Then eventually, I'm forced to come back home. But let me say this, my rules, real quick. But then once I found out that I was adopted, and then I met my biological mother in 2015, then it started clicking. So I'm like thinking, so the voices that I was hearing and her was not matching with the voice out inside her room, was not matching with the voice I was hearing outside the room, and it was causing friction. If she would have told me adopt a mom, maybe they said they told me, but they already told me I was 5 years old. Why well, I gonna remember shit at 5 years old? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I mean, don't come to me and tell me. I'm sorry, but don't come and tell me we told you when you was a little kid. I ain't gonna remember that shit. Tell me I said I'm a little old. You see, I'm struggling over here as an adult. Let's break this down. I'm not. I'm your adopted mom. Let's break this down. You know what I mean? Because I'm so anyway. It's just so stuff like that. So once again, even with Tupac, wherever his mom, even her journey, her path was her path. The journey she went through is the journey she had to go through in order to create what she created out of Tupac and out of herself when we're in the womb. Because they say all the time, sometimes the baby inside the womb feels trauma, some form of trauma or something to be careful. You know what I mean? So it's like I just keep all that, you know, in mind.
So what I'm hearing you say, okay, now let's get the ears on my rolls. All right. So what I'm hearing you're saying that was a big confusion for you, and that put you on like really on two different timelines, so to say. And like you was okay, you was great here, but at the same time, she really knew what was happening. She knows she was glad to have you. She wanted a
Mm.
son and received a son and get the son. She did everything to have you, and that's beautiful. I mean,
Mhm.
more than what's going on now, because I was like, woo. At 5 years old, and I was on top of a police officer that went home at kindergarten. Okay, let me try that today.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't think
you
so.
get shot.
I get ice cream. I don't know. Ice cream truck at night. I don't know. Allegedly, entertainment purposes. I don't know. UCC 3107. Okay, disclaimer, entertainment purposes, media. Okay, but these days, so what I'm hearing you say is there was in your blood, in your timeline, you was yearning or hearing something, but you couldn't. It's like, okay, to me, let me put it the way I can put it. To me, it was like it was double, right? And so it was like two different timelines that was tangled up in your blood, and you were searching for like something, or you was looking for something, and you was like wasn't satisfied really because your body kept like fighting against this something, right? Okay, this is cool. I like this. This is good. I'm good. I'm good. So, but what did you have? So that like your inner self to go. It was something that your inside timeline was searching for, and you didn't know what it was searching for. So until you did you were you able to see your mom? You said in 2015 or
I
2017,
remember
right?
my biological mom in 2015. She transitioned in 2019. So I had gotten 4 years, but by that time, so we're looking at by the time I met here, my adopted mom had a transition. She had been gone for 7 years. And then,
Mm.
so by that time, I'm in early recovery. So now while I'm in early recovery, I'm doing a lot of what they call, I've done a lot of there
Shadow
you go,
work.
shadow work. So by the time I found out, I was, the shadow work had prepared me to stay focused and to lock in, not to lose, you know, you know, I could have been devastated enough to where I probably would have relapsed. I could have relapsed. But the shadow work I had put in with the spiritual principles and this and that, when that information came to me, even though it affected me and things started falling to pieces, like, oh, this is why I felt like that. Oh, this is why y'all treated me like, the family was good. I was loved. But every now and then they threw a little shot at me like, you ain't one of us, but I couldn't. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And I had one time I got in some trouble in my family. I was I had to do some time in the Supermax LA County Jail, and my family member was coming up to her. She was the one that released the information that I was adopted. But at one time, she had told me, "Say if you do something like this again and mark the family name, we're going to ban you from the family." I said to myself, "What the F you talking about? You can't ban me from the damn family." 7 years later, when it came back again, I was like, "Oh, that's what you meant." So what I'm talking about, so with the adoptive mom, but who loved me tremendously, but she was holding back the information, so we could not connect. Did she love me? There was a love connection, but not a spiritual connection. And
So when you met your mom, what happened? David? Oh, you want to talk about that tomorrow night? I'm not trying to rush you because that's your story. But
yeah, we talk about tomorrow
what
night. But I
happened?
mean,
You met her at 20.
yeah. Once I found out, like I said, the family member that visit me in county jail was telling me about this some bullshit like this, pull some bullshit like this again. 'Cause I was in a bad situation. They said we're gonna ban you from the family. So 7 years later, when we had that conversation, and I found out someone, my wife at the time, was telling me she found out from another family that I was adopted. So when she came to me, my wife came to me and said, "Are you adopted?" I'm looking at her like, "What the hell you talking about? Hell no, I ain't adopted." But something inside me said, "But if I am, but if I am, I'm going to call."
Your blood crushed into
You know what I
atoms.
mean? If I
So
am,
your spirit was.
it was ready. It was ready. It's time to open this up like a rosebud. If I am, I know who I'm going to talk to, and I'm going to talk to her. And when I called her and told her I've got this information saying that I'm adopted, and I'm laughing like, man, tell my wife she tripping. And that family member told me, she said, no, she's not. And that changed everything. I even get teary eyed when I think about this shit. That changed everything. She said, but your mom is
Wow.
still alive, and I know she's still alive, and I can reach out and get some more information so you can meet her. Gave me a week or so. I gave her a week. Contacted her. She gave me a little bit of information.
You gave her 7 days. You
I
gave her
gave her a
7 days.
week. Gave her seven
You gave her
days.
7 days. Yeah, seven.
You know what I mean?
7 days.
Perfection with all that
Yeah.
completion, all that stuff, right? Then when we go on Facebook, me and my wife, that particular day when I got the information, we go on Facebook, I got some of the information. We popped up her picture that she took in high school. I look just like her. She wearing a
Oh
she wearing a
wow.
1960 some afro. She had just came out of the hospital because she had blood clots in her lungs. So she just came out of the hospital back home, and she was getting a lot of comments of people saying, "We're so glad you're better," And every person that was in that, I reached out to. And eventually, I came across her granddaughter. Her granddaughter connected with me with her mom, who was my oldest sister. Pow! A month later, I'm in Texas.
So yeah, I was going to say, so now you have other family. You feel better? I mean, well, I didn't mean to say like that, but what I'm stating is now that you matter, I mean, do you feel resolved? Because that's a decade. That's a decade. You said in 2015, so it's 10 a decade later. But now you solid now. I mean, have you answered all the questions you could possibly answer? Did you ask everything?
Yeah, I attempted, but but she can only give up so much. A lot of stuff she said, I don't remember, and whatever. After a point, my wife is she's like a saber tooth tiger. She asking questions, and I had to tell her, man, just stop. She doesn't want to answer it. She answered the best that she could. We're gonna leave it alone because now I have done the shadow work, so I didn't really need a real good explanation. I'm glad I met you because she was going to counseling with TD Jakes and all that stuff. All that stuff. She was part of house. I'm like, I don't, and she,
Oh, that's good. She was
yeah, but she was feeling bad. Like, that was a heavy thing on her heart that she had these children. I wasn't the only one, but I was one of the child that she gave away for adoption. I found her. None of her kids that she raised knew about me, so we had to bring that all together. And then when I met them, so yeah, it is what it is. But I had done the work. I'm good. But I had that good 4 years up with her. I wasn't under her under her thumb all the time. Because you have to understand, I grew up as an only child, so I had to deal with that as well. I had to work through that as well. Like, okay, well, you know what I mean? So yeah, so yeah. But once I caught up with that, then once I saw her, I started seeing why I act a certain way.
the
The
similarities.
similarities, there was totally different. The similarities were totally different than what my adopted mom, what she had. Now I understand. Oh, this is why I don't trip over things too much, or I don't let things upset me, or I can be. You have to really make me mad to really get. You know what I mean? I can overlook some stuff because she was kind hearted and soft spoken and was like that, and it made sense. Like, oh, you was the voice I was looking for. Use the voice. Use the spirit I was looking for. Now that I've found you,
Mhm.
okay, let's move forward.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh wow, that's
Yeah, that's the
beautiful.
deed. Yeah. So yeah. So
I mean, yeah, it's like a completion. It's like a hard completion, and but you had to work through some things. Oh, you didn't put a whole nother level on there. I mean, that's completion. And you in Texas too? Oh my goodness, yeah. And yeah, Galveston, yeah,
well, I'm in
yeah,
Dallas, not Galveston,
yeah,
but I'm in Arlington actually. That's which is part of the DFW, the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. And I mean, even with that, like with my wife, we know we talked about my wife. We know what's going on with that, right? And when she came out here and we signed those papers, she went back to California and she wanted me to go back. Like, I'm not coming back. I'm not going back. It wasn't in my spirit. I'm like, I'm not going back. This is where I'm staying. This is it. So my yeah, well, how I handle that, my Rose, I understand she did her job. Her job was to get me to Texas. That was her job.
oh, now that's how deep this man goes. You see how his thinking is. Y'all see how yeah. You see how deep he is. That she did her job. His wife's job was to get her there, to get him where he needed to be on his timeline. I mean, exactly after he done a lot of shadow work. Nobody can ever see why now you so good at your. Yeah, I don't know. You already had this in you from what I'm picking up when you was put down because at the younger age that you was and you was already questioning things then. Like, why they saying this? I am part of the family. What's wrong? But you felt it, it, and so, but you still was putting the mental files in your head and keeping them locked somewhere, asking questions when you needed them. So you was still answering them, going to get them when you needed. Wow. But so you saying like your wife put you on an exact timeline what you was yearning for, and like now I'm planted. You like Michael Jackson. Like, look, this is what it's supposed to be. I'm my family. I'm around my family. That's it. That's all. I don't have no time for no more games. And I have extra family on the side too. And what about it? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
I
all
just
right.
move forward. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, let me go back. So the family member that leaked out to my wife that I was adopted, that family member, she check this out, my Rose. The two family members that released the information transitioned what 2000
Same
30
time.
days apart.
3
30
years.
days apart. 30 days apart.
I'm good.
30 days apart. They transitioned. I forget. Was it 2017, 2018? They transitioned before my mom transitioned. 30 days apart. The one that first released the information, she was named her name. She was a namesake of my adopted mom by the name of Eleanor. So when my wife,
Wait, wait,
right,
wait.
right,
Wait.
right,
No. I'm seriously
yeah,
don't understand. Wait, Candace, you go back,
okay.
reiterate. Wait, can you say that again?
So
Somebody.
let me share this part. So okay, at this time I was let me back up a little bit. At this time I was working in West Star Sanders as a rehabilitation technician for a Promises Treatment Center. That particular day it was my off day, but I had to be at a meeting. So I had to get up early, go to that meeting. It lasts like an hour and a half. But at the same time, my wife was in the process of working on our taxes. For some reason, she could not remember where I was born. So she called one of my favorite cousins by the name of Eleanor. We called her Denise. We called her what was her other name? I can't think. Oh my God. We called her Ale. We called her Ale. Her name was Denise. Her full name was Eleanor Denise Edwards. She always had problems, but she came up hard as well. The dope life and all that stuff. She came up hard, but at that point, her body was breaking down. But she had to take certain medication for her to go to sleep. So when my mom contacted her, she's still druggy from the medication. So my wife asked her, "Hey, where was?" They called me Brown back home. So where was? No, my wife said, "Where was David born?" Because I'm trying. And so my cousin said, well, Brown. That's what they call me back there. Brown. He doesn't have a birth certificate because he was adopted But she said, but don't tell him that because if you bring that up, he's going to get mad. They hung up the phone. I come home from the meeting. My wife is going to work. When she comes back from work, some hours and went by. She's looking at me like I just stole something. Like, nigga, who is you? And I'm looking at her, what's wrong with you? She said, "Oh, you adopted?" And that's why I said, "No, I'm not adopted." So it came from her. That namesake, Eleanor. Eleanor.
Okay.
She's the one that released the information. And once I got that information, I went to the matriarch of the family in California at that time,
Okay.
and I said,
Okay.
"Hey,
Okay. Okay. You said
what's going
so
on?"
you didn't believe Illinois, so you okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
Els, she be tripping. You know what I'm saying? But in my spirit, it was
I'm
like,
up, I'm up, I'm up, I'm up here count her numbers in my head. In my head, Eleanor already. Okay, go
you
ahead.
know what I mean? So it's like,
Go ahead.
all right, so uh, I'm asking the matriarch at the time. Her name was Carolyn. She was Big Mom at the time. I had to live with her for a few years in high school because my adopted mom, who I thought was my biological one, we weren't seeing eye to eye. The last time I ran away, Carolyn called me at my friend's house, said, "Do you want to come stay with me? Because it seems like you guys are having problems." At that time, check this out. Check this out. I'm just not thinking about this. Carolyn had 3 daughters and a son. And every time we got together as cousins, we always acted like brothers and sisters. That's how close we was. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, because I'm tired of Eleanor's getting on my damn nerve. My adopted mom. I'm moving on. I'm a kid. I don't know nothing. Carolyn had 3 daughters and a son. My actual mom has 3 daughters and a son.
Wow, that eight. No, 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 no. I'm just looking at the eight. I'm constantly hearing this eight in your life, right? So that is for protection. That is for protection, and that is for you to stay on your life's journey. Now I'm taking out numerology. Okay, so I'm looking at this eight. I want to see something with the eight. I want to see. I gotta keep my note. I want to see what's so the eight is for protection. That's for sure. I know Biz Marquis, but this ain't no
That's
joke.
my
This is
man,
some
though.
shit. This
Biz
is deep
Marquis,
level.
right?
Yeah, yeah. But so you know how successful you were to be and still is being at this time with an eight. Oh my goodness. I don't even have an eight on today. Wow, I normally wow. And it was exactly like and it was a lot of family. That was a lot of family and
It
travel,
was a
right?
lot.
Oh,
Now, by that time, all that time, I done went to the military, came out the military, came back to Pasadena, went through, you know, we're talking about, I'll just say, we're going through the 80s, we're going through the 90s, a lot of stuff going on. You know what I mean? I get caught up in the drug of war trap, you know, and finally come out of that in 2000. All of that freedom came out in 2007. Me being adopted came out in 2015, but the path really started in 2007 of my awakening. Even though I'm not understanding what I'm awakening to all the way completely, but that's the process. So I'm at the point right now, I'm feeling this compulsion that is just time.
I'm listening.
It's time to now. It's time to get back on the journey again. And getting back on the journey again is I cannot be tied down to a
No,
to
eight can't. Eight can't. Eight can't. I'm seriously looking for this eight now. Where's this eight? Eight. Come on. I got all the numbers in the world, right? I don't need this number. It lets me know you have Earth sign in you, but I'm not looking for that today. I got the nine. Um, So that it was a lot of grace, but it was a lot of protection out there. And it's yeah, okay. So yeah, you
right.
was yeah, okay. You was
Right. Well, the protection is all.
structured, structured.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Um, uh, you structured and you was or and you're very okay, so the eight in you lets me okay, so the eight in you you're very structured and disciplined. Yeah, you was built that way. Okay, that was eight okay. Now and then you as a Virgo, we're in the 8th month too. Just wow, that's an eight. And then four,
Well, it's the
six,
ninth month.
six.
Well, it's a
Okay,
month. Yeah, you're right. It's 8 months. Right now. Right now it is. Right.
Okay, and so streams of income, and you have to be more authoritative. Yeah, you already more authoritative. Leadership, spiritual. Yeah, you are to be a spiritual advisor, and you doing that now as you're helping so many people in the world, and as you serving energy, serve as you're serving and moving energy now, and the source is ready to reward you abundance for being so ambitious and taking on the challenge of doing the executive ability job that you're supposed to do about yourself in your life. Oh, okay.
And that's where I'm at. I believe that.
And then so when the days that you was like that you didn't like you were searching for something, you felt like on the inside, this is kind of what you may have felt. You kind of may have felt like, something. I just feel like I'm just gonna be rebellious. Look, I got some anger issues. I'm power hungry. You know, I'm not bad, and but I'm not vain. But I'm kind of depressed. Some you can be scheming, oppressive, egotistical, greedy, dictatorial, scheming. So the days when you like something ain't right, that's when you like, okay, that's that part of you there. Oh, okay, with the eight. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, all of that. I can relate to all of that, and but not really understanding. This is what I'm going through.
And the
Like, okay, why am I?
and the bones
Why?
and the
You know
bones.
what I'm saying? Why am I sitting out here sleeping in the damn streets when I should be at the house sleeping in my bed with my own stereo, with my own TV? Because What's up with that? So I've always had the protection, always, but not really
Yeah,
understanding
but
the protection that I'm under.
no, it was a stench cord, and from what I get, I know it was. I'm thinking it's a wonderful time, but as I've seen, it was born. Hey, I was born in such and such and such and such. But if we would get here, I mean, not you, but if I would get here, like, okay, so I was always okay. So you was always. Mm, you was being defensive because you didn't understand like what was going on. I just needed the truth. So you was being rebellious because something wasn't right in your spirit, but you knew something wasn't right, but you still was being all good because you was doing what you was told. But you didn't really have the whole story. But you got the full information when your wife came in and got the whole lowdown and got all the information and made it clear, right?
Right? She had all
They
the she was yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So when you left and you said, I'm not going through this. I'm not going to go through this. But you didn't really know how to let out the street, the relief stressors, and how can I? This is a lot of anger and hurt. How do I deal with this? My adopted mom is gone. I have no answers. I need somebody to talk to. What do I do now?
Great,
Okay, they're an extension of that.
great point.
Go ahead.
Great point. Because before I found out, it had to be within the same year, 2015, at Mother's Day in 2015. Now we back up. My adopted mom, who is my mom, because she took care of me. She took care of me. Not only as a child, but even when I was an adult, because I still had to work through this maze of addiction. At the same time, I'm wearing a hat of addiction. I'm also a minister in the community. I'm also a praise and worship leader in the community. I'm just all a ball of confusion. It's a ball of confusion. So, um, what was I going to say? So, it just flew away. The ball of confusion, not really understanding what was actually going on. Um, but at the same time, I was angry because now my adopted mom. This is why I was so uh, drenched in being in church. I mean, on the week growing up as a child, I'm in church Monday night choir rehearsal, Tuesday night.
I'm sorry. I can't do it.
Hey, Monday night in church, Tuesday night mission circle, Wednesday night prayer meeting. We all Thursday, we all Friday. Don't let it be Christmas or Easter. Now we got all the Easter programs and stuff like that. While my friends are out there playing baseball, hanging out, they got brothers and sisters. I'm like, man, I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I'm also a musician. I'm trying to learn how to play the piano. You won't let me learn how to play the piano because you want me to play a song, but you're not letting me learn properly. So I just rebel. I ain't doing none of this shit. I'm done. I'm done.
You sound like my mom. I mean, my mom, she was, I was like, and to me, I seen differently when my mother went to church. I was like, you don't see what they doing in here? She's like, what are you talking about? Oh, I know what's wrong. You need to go get yourself on solid ground. I said, that
Right.
ain't uh-uh.
Like I'm the problem, right? But I'm at church at 9 o'clock Sunday school. We at church 11 o'clock service. We go, we eat, go get some food. We back at church at 3 o'clock, and Lord don't let it be a 6 o'clock service. So I'm like, God. One time when the Cowboys and the Rams were playing, the Cowboys were in town playing the Los Angeles Rams at that time. This is 1978, something like that. And I didn't even know nothing about no Super Bowl until that year or the year before and stuff like that. I'm really just like I don't know anything about NFL or nothing like that. We just happened to go. We just happened. I had time to watch TV for a little before I went to church. The Cowboys were playing the Denver Broncos in '70 in that Super Bowl. That's when I realized there was a Super Bowl going on. The following year, the Cowboys were in the championship with the Rams, but we had to go to church. So I'm at church, and I'm in that church service that evening, mad as hell.
If you if you listen to what you're saying right there, I mean, I'm always decoding words, but anyway, so if you listen to what you're saying right there, you saying the Denver. So you was put away. So the Denver, and then the Broncos, you was rebellions. You was being the true rebellion that you was are. The rebellion is the cat. But if you ever see any football games, ever notice that they don't ever put cats down there, or like you say, because they don't like for us to really get our heritage. The longest lineage is like the lion, or they put it in Wakanda forever. They have to tell you in the story before they really, you know what I mean. So right during that time, wow. So I'm just putting it together in my head. So you was rebellion right there. So then right there when the game come on, you really went out and flipped the switch. You talking about what? Go back to church. It's a game out here. And it's the Super Bowl. Come on, wake up. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Y'all gotta let it come back tomorrow. This man's sleeping on the channel. David, come
No,
on.
I'm
Come
awake.
on,
I'm
talk
not
about this
asleep.
game so we
I'm
can
not
get out of
asleep.
here.
I'm not asleep. I'm awake. No, it's just it was yeah. I mean, of course I didn't know. I didn't express myself like that. That would have been a beat down right there. But while inside of me, I said, man, why I got to go to church, man? They got a Super Bowl game coming on. What's that all about? I found out about the Dallas Cowboys, Tony Dorsett. I mean, it was a whole new world to me. Why are we in church? I'm going to church, looking at all these old folks and stuff. Like I'm like, why am I in church? Everybody smell like being gay up in this. lift them, lift them oil and ointment and stuff.
Yo, I got it. Oh my goodness. Oh
I'm
my
like,
first source, most high,
I'm
please.
like the only young
Right.
person, or maybe one or two. It's like one or two young people. We all got the same answer. I mean, why are we even here, man? You know what I'm saying? So, but after so all that played a part. Like I'm angry.
No, really, to be honest, to be really honest, not to be beyond honest, your soul has did so much service. You've been supposed to get paid. You've been supposed to get paid. So you done moved energy more than time. It's time for you to get your reward, as they would say. But it's so many things that's owed to you now. It's no more karma. I didn't do this story. Okay. I was searching for myself, but I knew this was weird. I knew things wasn't. You was along your timeline. You was picking up clues and cues, and then your wife came in and really took in a lot of notes and took everything down. Okay, you all. He is a full counselor, y'all. He's a full counselor. He may be tired tonight, right now. I'm gonna let him go, but because I got some things I have to do because I have to get up early in the AM. But to really, like you say, You did enough service for the community, and then now it's like I see. Okay, so you need some get you really need some walk around grounding time, getaway time, because if you've been in a situation like that, and then you go to work, you like trapped in. It's like no, 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 no. It's feel like I've been trapped enough, and to deal with all of y'all. Oh no, 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 my life is not about all this trapment. So it's like it's a lot of frustration that you really not to ground and get out or take a jacuzzi or a good, long rest and bath and Epsom salt and some other stuff and herbs, like that.
Mhm.
Because you really need to get different trauma things out of your body that is access points that can like whoop you up because the universe, the most high give you a lot of rewards. I see, yeah, you was rewarded right away. Okay, you did enough service for oh me, I ain't trying to say it like that. I'm done
I
with this.
mean, I've been blessed to I've been blessed to see a lot, and where I'm at right now is
Yeah,
where I'm supposed to be. And as far as
yeah.
okay, I need you, I need you to these next, I look at it, 20 years, I'm out of here. These next 20 years, this is where we need to be on. And so I have to step out, have put that faith in order. But even with the job, even though I like the job, but I'm at the point right now.
You already
I
go.
it's
You
time.
already
It's time. It's
there's
time
no
to build.
yeah, because I said you already getting ready to get new levels. Ready to say new levels. But there's no there should be no levels, no devils around you. The thing is that um yeah, it's time for you to switch over to yeah, it's time yeah, it's time to it's time to get your increase in your life and your reward, so to say, of your assets because your assets you did a lot for a lot of people out there, and people think that you don't have to get reward. Man, why they always getting that? Man, why they always getting that? How come people think to go that way? And I couldn't figure it out. But then later I started, it was fun to me kind of in a while. And my mother said, "Oh, life is so fun." Ooh. I was like, yeah. I said, okay, what's so fun about it? Okay.
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm,
couldn't understand.
mm-hmm,
But I
mm-hmm.
oh, now I see what's fun about it because you don't like you said, they don't tell us everything or like things like that. So the Denver and the Broncos interview, because I got some, uh, yeah. So it's funny, like you said, you've been tied down. Now you met all the people, you build with all the people, and you had your job. But it's time to get. It's time to. Okay, I did enough servant energy with people. Now it's time for me, and I'm gonna have my me time before I leave this and I'm here for it because I've been through enough. I've seen enough. I helped enough people. I gave back to the community because of what I've been through, so I can relate to you know what I'm saying. So I understand what you're saying, and if anything like that, so it's like okay, now it's time for me to do what I came here to do in the first place because you've been through a lot. And so when you've been through so much, it's like and you're in a good, great state, and it's like no, it is time for me. And so with all that trapped in because eights don't like to be trapped. Eights don't like to be trapped. Eights is about to go, it's about the eight is about going. It's about multiple, it's about eight is always about multiple incomes. Eight is always about multiple incomes coming in. So there's a lot extra for you, source most high is getting ready to give you a lot. And you already know that. You feel it now. You feel it now. And it's more, and then it's another wife on the way. Um, wow, it's another wife on the way. This time it's going to be for the long time, for the long haul. You're going to be like, oof, you know what I had to go through to get this happiness, this excitement like this, to be this way, to be the minister and the person you are like this. They really going to be happy. I know you, yeah. So I see with all that trapping in and all this, and it's, I'm not to be trapped. And eights, okay, so Muhammad Ali was a 17, right? So 17, 7 and 1 is an 8, right? But you see Muhammad Ali, he had the anger, right?
Mm-hmm.
What? Go fight in an army. I'm not fighting in no army. this ain't making no sense on this end either. So I don't know what y'all talking about here. And he was like, oh, no, Ace ain't about to get trapped in. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna do this extra work, whatever it takes, but I'm gonna get mad. I come what I came here to get. So this is the purpose that you on. So now it's time for you to start writing down your it's time for you to start writing your letter in real time, like we do. It's time to do your letter in real time on your letter in real time for this timeline now. No more procrastinating, because when it's procrastinating, it takes you further. And so this time, when you come back next time, you're gonna be like, you're gonna be married at a young age, and you're gonna even get maybe famous or something, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you didn't. How can they say in the Akashic records or in a book, you did so much value on this planet already? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
And and so when people move energy, uh this video that we talking on right now tonight, it was first, it was talking about moon, how the moon creates unexpected ways for different ways. But the moon, we also have water in our body. So but this what this video was about. Just that's just the title up here. I got to figure something to name it. But we was doing a trial run. But today, this is helping someone out there on that channel, someone in our life, in this life, that needs to hear it, and it's helping somebody somewhere. I don't care who you are. There is people out there in the world that will help you some way, somehow. And we're in a different time, and you are not to be trapped in it. You was supposed to have that great smile and continue to have that wonderful glow and that perseverance that you did. He is getting ready to reward you so plenty. I'm sorry. I'm thinking in my head. You go forever, dude. I'm thinking. I don't know which universe source. Somebody. You forgot we got the pastor outside the door. You go wait, fight the pastor. Oh no. But I'm thinking about the piano. I mean, you found the keys, right? So the piano, the keys. So a piano is the keys, So I'm just thinking in my head. So when a person play the piano, I'm doing the occult. Never mind, you all. Anyway, so esoteric. So the piano. He say, "What, you gonna humbug the pastor?" So you was already going through key codes in your life. Oh wow. What? Fighting the pastor? What's going on, man? What you talking about? So now that regression of being held in, you've been held in like a bull in a china shop inside a pit bull too long. You know what I mean? Inside of a cage.
Yeah, it's wild, But yeah, I mean, this is where I'm at right now. So it just comes down to the point of just be about my father's business, if you will, or my higher self business.
Yeah, because your higher self will give you more access codes. Your higher self will give you more access codes than for the gifts and abilities you didn't have. You got a lot of access codes to be given that you have to come to get, and your future self is yeah. And then so you've been in keys a lot. So anyway, so the piano is keys, right? So the piano, there's keys, and then there's five. There's five. Everybody has 5 fingers, and so if you would look at 5 fingers, every finger is a key. You all, okay, everybody. So that's you all out there, because y'all have to do that studying. But every finger is a key to something. So y'all can probably Google that. I don't know how they have it these days. I didn't study this stuff so long, but so yeah, it's not you can't be trapped no more. You done did this enough. All of that is over now. Now it's time for me. I done did these people and all they asked me to do. It's time for me. Now what am I yearning, asking for before I leave this planet? Okay, now let me think about it. And we just had this moon that just passed, black moon just passed. Okay, so a lot of people are going to get some different subconscious. A lot of people are going to get some different subconscious information. So it's a lot of other rituals that go with that, you all. But I'm not talking about that here. That has to be on Patreon or something else. I'm not even talking about that here. But you all. But with that, you've been doing what you've been doing. You can't be trapped no more. You ready for your next level, and your next level ain't this. okay? And I haven't been no menace to society. You said it's so will. I have been a man. I've been more than a man and family and everything across the board, and you've been straight up 100 in every challenge. And now it's time for you. Have you say, yeah, sin. I ain't sending nothing. Y'all that put me in this den. No. It's time for me to break out right now. Right now. I'm gonna break out. There ain't no more going back. No, it won't be. I'm breaking out and moving on. And I'm here to get
Yeah.
my part. And it will be today. I am asking today. Woo.
Right. There is no going back. For me to go back is for me to die. Ain't got time for that. Mm-mm.
So
Nope.
your higher self, okay, yeah, because certain things you have to, yeah, because other things gonna pop out anyway. So your eight have been screaming out to you, and you know that you have been waiting to build up, and you have been supposed to be built up at a young age, and you see things prepared. I am your so at the age of 5. What you mean? I don't know why I like you. Oh, this is just so terrible. It sounds like a Disney kid. I don't know. I don't. Oh wow. Ooh, what?
Yeah, I mean, so I mean, they just like I said earlier, we all have to go through these different paths, these journey, get on this journey with the trials and tribulations, with the joys and stuff, in order to, I feel, in order to be
Mm,
catapulted in this space to remember our own, if you will, divinity within ourselves. No longer the pie in the sky. It's as what you say, as above, so below. So
mm.
it's all internal. So now I have gotten to the place where, okay, you, that
Israel,
information is now working for me. You
Israel,
know,
Isis, Ra,
Ra and El.
Elohim, Elohim.
Hmm. Yeah. And now that's a whole different subject right there. But that's only for those who are on that path. Those who are still uh, who are not on that path, they're everything. I mean, we just look at society, right? Everything is just unraveling. These people are not for real. That's why I say lie to. They ain't for real. They ain't for real. They're not for real. So why am I still looking for realness outside of myself? I have to come in. I
Yeah,
have to come in. I'm only going to find it within. And you said something earlier, like today they was showing the Matrix on TV today, and when Neo was talking to the Oracle in her kitchen, and she said, "You know what that sign says up there? That was on the board on the
myself.
door threshold. Know
Know thyself.
thyself. That's the only thing that's going to satisfy us in this dimension, because everything else is not real. It's
Yeah, because
pleasurable,
mhm, the
but
leaves of the leaves of the flesh, the leaves of the flesh of the worldly sins. We are in this world, but not of this world. But the way that you receive money, it's like, oh wow. So it it's like, I mean, I heard this from some other, the wealth, and it's like when they say people doing all of this, whatever they said today, doing all of this gyrating. Okay, I don't know. I'm thinking of Elvis, but gyrating. But now they got this. Everybody else like, let's put our people out there. That is so like, okay. At the time when everybody is really coming up, they're like, okay, let's put our people out there and let's just because I was raised in a time where like one win, we all win. I don't think like that. I don't. It's just Harlem Nights, or it's just like, oh, I can listen to music back to the Roaring Twenties. It's just all of so, but you've been through different stages, and so it's time for you to go back in there and get your own access codes that help you from your other timeline, so you can grab them higher self, and things is going to be presented to you like this. Oh wow, you on a different trajectory. When people get tattoos, or when people write different sigils down, you're really just advertising for it's like advertisement for the gods, or the deities. It's like advertising for the gods. Like these people put advertisement for different products. That's what you doing. So you advertise for so much, and it's time for you to get your upliftment. And you
Well, yeah, yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. I mean, it does. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. So I definitely agree with you with that. For me to get that, I have to continue. I have to stay on the path because I'm not going to get it here. I'm not going to get it
then you
here.
said you went to the military too. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I played that game too. I played that game too.
Oh my goodness.
I played that game too.
Oh jeez,
Mm-hmm.
jeez. I don't even know. That ain't nothing to play with to
Played
me.
that
I don't even
game
know how
too.
y'all do nothing like that. Oh shoot. Oh, just
Mm-hmm. I played that game too. Yeah. So
yeah. So
that's why
it's time to get
I
all
stay
that.
connected. Yes, man. That's why I stay connected with you, and I mean, that's what I'm saying. We can't even really get together because every time you go live, I'm at work, or by the time I get off work, you're done with your live. So it's like I get the notifications, but I can't. Like I said, it's just you guys are taking too much of my time, so I have to. Now I can't be a fool and saying, like I was telling you the other day, I can't be a fool and say I'm not coming back to work. I've tried that before and found out that doesn't work. Don't do that.
Until you get them
Don't do that.
assets going, where you can get your
The assets
assets
going.
going.
So I got to build exactly. When I can build, then I can say, okay, it's time. Then I will know, okay, it's time to move forward. And it ain't gonna take long either. We ain't talking about no.
You done did enough service for the military.
It ain't
Muhammad
gonna take
Ali,
long. You know what I'm saying?
Muhammad
Yeah.
Ali and his daughter, she done came out and been a champion too. Oh my goodness, I done did enough for the country. Y'all want me to do what? Now my daughter's gonna finish
Exactly.
y'all now. Do you have any children?
I have no children. I should have, but once again, with the lifestyle I was living, there was a lot of abortions jumping on. So that's a whole nother story right there.
I
Yeah,
apologize.
it's all good. It's all good. It ain't over. I mean, you never know. You never know. But shit.
No, you got another wife
But
coming.
that's But like I said, that's really not my
Wife
focus.
coming. Maybe they have a child, or maybe it's a stepchild, but it's another wife coming. It's another wife. It's for sure another wife. I know it seems so
Well,
easy, y'all.
I raised a stepchild. I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of cool. That last experience, like, I'm kind of cool.
You said that last week.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
kind of cool. That last experience was something else. I'm kind of
Okay.
cool on that. But you never know. You never know. But anyway, yeah.
And you a great, wonderful man, David. This is more than a slingshot you had to go through. I mean, well, thank goodness in these days and time, you all. I know we not out here like the untouchables. I ain't trying to be like y'all, But there's spiritual warfare, and there's other things, but everybody have to go on their different planes and find their community or find their tribe, because their tribe is like their medicine, and their medicine, they need their medicine in their group, because their group is their medicine to them. And when you don't get your medicine or your dose of upgrade, you can't be around people that's just different level. I can't. That's not making any sense to me. I'm sorry, you're a great person, but it's just not making no sense. I don't think you can relate on. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, So it's time for your other elevation, and it shouldn't take long either. Everything you done put in, and then you're an 8 too. You're not meant to be stuck. And the military too. Ooh, jeez.
Yeah.
Shoot, that's enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough alone. The military.
Yeah, I had my wars with them too. And still came out with honorable. They were trying to give me one time. They were trying to do me in, but I created it too. That's that rebellious spirit. Once I came out of the military and went to the National Guard, I just wasn't feeling that. I had a hard time separating civilian time and then National Guard time, because it seemed like to me Every time we had a field maneuver to work, there was always some kind of party of the month was party of the year was popping off. So they had to come find me. They had to come find me. Yeah, they had to come find me. They had to come
Yeah,
find
you
me.
definitely need your freedom.
They had to,
You need your
they had to
freedom.
come
You
find me.
definitely need your
Yeah,
freedom.
yeah, they had to come
You said
find me.
no. I'm
I'm not
out.
gonna be there,
I'm
y'all.
out. It's enough of
I'm
this.
not gonna be there, y'all. I'm sorry. You know what
Maybe he may find his wife. I don't know. We don't know.
I'm
Y'all. We don't know,
saying?
y'all.
I'm not, and still, hey, but
That's
still came out with honorable.
yeah,
Oh, so y'all want to do this to
yeah.
me? So I'm
Because
like, okay, I'll fine. I'll accept that. I'm gonna take that punishment. I still got my honorable. Still protected.
that's good.
Yeah.
That is good.
So
That's
that I
great.
mean, yeah, yeah.
That is. That, I mean, there's more than
Hmm, hmm.
and honorable.
Still got
It
it.
was dishonorable. You didn't go home.
No, I came back honorable. I got all mine. That's why yeah, yeah, honorable. Still got it. You know,
Hmm.
I had yeah, still got it. They gave me a sentence. I faced the sentence. I did it. You know what I mean. I'm guilty. I accept it. I'm gonna do this. But when I do this, we're done. Just understand that when I do this, when I finish this little sentence you gave me, we're done. They said, okay, no problem.
Yeah. So you gave them your
I gave
contract.
him,
You
yeah, I
gave them
gave
your.
it back to him. They gave him out, and then for exchange was okay. We give you honorable, which I'm so grateful because I needed it. As time went on, I needed certain service, and I still get. What right now I don't worry about too much about you know uh, health benefits. I'm a veteran. I show up. I may pay you, I may not. I served. I
You served
served.
a lot. You
I
served a
served.
lot of people. Oh
I
my
served. Give me mine, and I'm
Michael,
grateful for. I'm
you
grateful
ain't
for that.
outside.
I'm grateful.
You ain't outside the church talking about the music and your keys. You know what?
Yeah,
There was a video
yeah.
today I seen, and the lady, she was going up just like this. They was regular lady, and there's something, some towel. I said, look, is this AI? Because something like threw a big towel in her, a big towel in her face, a big long blanket, and knocked the floor. This lady wasn't even old. What's going on?
Mm.
I don't know, is this AI or what? And the lady was like, if the pastor, whoever hit me in that church,
Well, it wasn't the pastor. It was a musician. He was clowning the pastor, and we like, no, we ain't having that, bro. We not doing. So let's go ahead. We gotta let's go on. How what was that? Who was that? Kendrick Lamar says what? How the Bible what? When it says how the Bible God now I can't think of it right now, but like let me go ahead. Let's close this Bible up real quick. Since you're not understanding this, maybe you understand that. If you're not understanding that, maybe you understand this. So yeah, we fist the cuffing out there.
saying basically like, okay,
Hide the Bible if God's not watching. Something like
ooh.
that. Easy to say. Sometimes you
No,
gotta hide
that's
the
all right.
Bible.
It's best that you like that. It is best that you are like you are at this present time, so you don't have to get ready for I don't want to be too graphic or scare anyone out there. We know was getting ready to take his place. Oh my goodness, y'all. But
Huh?
I said what's getting ready to take place now, and they get ready to go to war. You like, I'm not going back. There's enough of this, and you did enough time
Are
between
we done?
with on all of these, yeah, with all the levels and play and all the levels and field. Now it's you need some. Yes, I feel as though that you need some spiritual baths and some and a couple of two. Not really that many tweet, but it's one that I want. It's another one coming soon. But we're August, September, October, November. It's one coming. It's another one coming soon, and yeah. Well, $40. That would be that would be that one. So you can go bypass the to your future self. I'm not gonna talk about it now because we just came through it, and I'm not about to say anything about them rituals. Because here is different stuff, you all, and some people without, and I can't be speaking about it because I wasn't able to talk or even come on my own channel for like 3 days. I know I put it up
Mm.
here, but I had to be careful not to say. And I really want to get on there, but I said no, I can't say, and I know what until everything is finished. So it's time for you to bypass all of this other stuff and go to your future self. And your future self, like, okay, have you got it yet? And when you meet your future self, I mean, everything just you was just like you've been fighting for life. I mean, 'cause, I mean, you've been really. I'm not I'm not mean to laugh no type of way.
No, no,
You
no, no. I know. I understand what you're saying. I mean, I've survived a lot. Not only just me, but so many people. We all have. We've survived a lot. You know what I mean? I mean, my young adulthood. My young adulthood. I'm coming through the '80s and the '90s and the early 2000s. A lot was going on.
I
A lot was
know,
going on. A lot was
I
going on, man. There's
I
a lot
know,
of, a
I know.
lot
You
was
know what?
going
Before
on,
I
and we
start talking,
lost a lot of people.
yeah,
You know what I mean? We lost
it's
a
a
lot of
lot of
people.
and we had the Black Panther movement. We had everybody. They had the free lunches and everything. And now they say like, okay, they so used to depending on us instead of them being we done already put away Jeff Ford and is it Jeff Ford and who else the other one? Jeff Ford and what's the other one? I can't even Larry Hoover. So okay, growth and development. Okay, Gates the disciple, and then I don't know what the other one is. I just know. Okay, so I guess my mom. I know she was a rangerette. I say okay, I don't know it, but I guess I beat it into. I don't know what the not beat it into me, but per se. But I know what that stitching cord was enough. I was like, I don't want to go to that one. But I know one
Yeah, oh
thing.
yeah,
Yeah, but I know
yeah,
one thing like that. Like for me, I gotta be quiet because certain thing I've been said on here. They've been and took my channel, so I've been saying something like, I'm not gonna be one of these people that people. But anyway, we got into order, Melrose. Okay, so you didn't took enough, and eights is not to be held down, and then for you to been through military, and then to have that in your life, it's a lot of oh Bismarck, you way past Bismarck. Yeah, it would have been fun if you could do that, but now you on so many. Your trajectory is shoot, now it's time for the sling time, shot time for you now.
yeah.
And I
The next
didn't
the
last.
next chapter. Yeah, the next chapter. It's I've been fortunate to basically have become an elder. This is where I'm at right now. I'm an elder, so I have to. And I'm still in service. There's still more service to give, but
Yeah, yeah,
now it's a different type of service because once again, even if we go back with being whipped with a stitching cord, you know what I'm saying, which is just like insane based on certain teaching where they talk about, well, if you spare the rod, you spoil the child. Okay, let's break that down. So let me get the stitching cord, and then Richard comes back from centuries of how we have been treating our ancestors and have been treated and stuff like that, which we still continue to
I don't
do
know.
today.
It was just one time with that stitch cord for me. I didn't get no more of
Oh,
that.
that's all I needed. That's all I needed. Yeah, yeah, that's all I needed. No, you're
But
not going to do that
yeah.
again. No, no, we're not.
So yeah, because let me move. We got into order. Okay, really, Verdad. Because I've been saying something. My
Yeah,
whole channel
no,
be
we
so.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. We're not doing that again. I'm willing to do Jew in the hall for this one. We're not doing that again.
you say
We're not
what
doing
you
that
doing?
again.
Oh, what you say?
We about to do Jew in the hall. We're not doing that. That don't make
um,
no sense. Don't make no sense. Let me go
Yeah,
find
but
you a belt. I'll take the belt, not the extension cord. But yeah, let me help you with that.
yeah, that was one time for me, and I don't I just know I was in a stitcher cord and I was in a bathtub with a stitcher cord. Oh my god!
Yeah, oh yeah, and you're batting. So that means we're naked. And oh, come on, no, I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know
I'm
what that
sorry.
was about. I don't know whatever I did, but whatever it was, I ain't never do that again. I don't even remember what it was. I just
Hey,
laughed.
it'll make you say, it'll make you look at your parents like, where did you learn that from? Where'd you get that? Who taught you that? You'd be looking at your kids, brother. Who? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Hey,
Oh,
hey, then I'm gonna let y'all go a little bit. Then they'll turn around. Mom always say, "This hurts me more than it hurts you." That's some bull crap, bullshit. No, now you're gonna abuse me and lie to me at the same time. We're having an issue. We're having an issue. I'm sorry. Yeah, we have an issue.
yeah. So oh, so you
But
turned
at the
out
same,
wonderful.
but
You
yeah,
turned
but
out
at the
what?
same time, it all worked out. It all worked out. It all worked together for my good. I learned some stuff. Like, okay, all right. And so as I got older, even though I may have been a knucklehead in certain areas, there were certain things I knew not to do based on my
Yeah,
upbringing. So I mean,
yeah,
it has its pros and cons. Don't get me wrong. Like, it does. It does.
yeah. But you did a
Yeah.
wonderful job. I mean, not being out there saying, "I'm gonna beat the pastor, get my money."
Not the pastor, but the musician. No, not the pastor, but the musician. But at the same time, once I found out, once the veil was lifted,
Oh, the bell
then I
is lifted
start.
now. The bell is
Yeah,
lifted
yeah.
now.
Once the veil was lifted, I started seeing some stuff. Like, okay,
We're
yeah,
gonna need a lot more of them covers there, you know. Y'all look, y'all. I try to be animated. I try to keep y'all laughing, y'all. I try that's a part of me, y'all, because
yeah, yeah, yeah. Once
you
the
have
veil, you can't come to me with that. Like, okay, I'm gonna respect what you're saying, but if you want to have a dialogue, you're gonna get mad before I do.
right,
You will,
right, right, right.
because I'm gonna hit you with some stuff that you should have taught me, or maybe you don't know.
Mhm, mhm.
But I respect you. Whatever works for people, I respect it. Work, but I respect whatever belief, whatever that you want to that you follow.
Well,
But you better make sure you know what you're talking about messing with me,
right,
because we're gonna go there.
right,
I'm gonna ask you a
right,
question. I
right.
guarantee you'll get mad before I will.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna because I'm gonna make you
I'm
think.
I'm gonna be honest here because I'm telling y'all I don't know nothing about the Bible. I know I'm pretty very proud. I think I know more about the big spiritual book that they was hiding that I ain't never seen. I think I know more about that big spiritual book that they trying to keep from us rather than
Mm,
this type of stuff from the people. So for me, I have been gifted to see things on the other side, if that makes any sense to anybody out there. And for us people on YouTube or our spiritual gifts, I was always just hanging around a lot of older people, and sometimes it got to the point like, look, I know you did a never mind. Some older people, I was just like, I just look, I know you know what I know you did this and this and this and this. It got to the point like, what is wrong? What you talking about? I was one of the people like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just be so on the point that people are like, how is she doing this? I don't know. It's just I'm grateful for the gift, you know. But besides that, you have been your chariot is getting ready to overflow so much, you know. And I'm not okay. So some people don't have emotional intelligence, and you know, and some people will stick to you and then they would drain your energy. But you've been through enough of that, and that's succubus. And now we're at a time where the veil is, I mean, the firmament is opening, it's already opening up like an eye, like it's really opening up like an eye, and people are getting their download, I mean they're getting their spiritual gifts. And so You did so much. A lot of people are going to say overflow, and a lot of people are good. And I know you. I know you glad. But look, this time, as you go through this, uh, the next what's the decade of what's going on, you don't have to go back to that military stuff. I mean, I know you should be glad because you at this, you're like, no, 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 no more man box. It's my time now, and this time it's time for your celebration. I look, I have to put it how I can put it. It's time for your reward. It's time for your coins. Because you handle that and you still serving people at the same time. Yeah, it's levels getting ready to open up like that. So it was meant to do it today on Archangel Michael today on the protection day of Archangel Michael. It was meant to do that on Archangel Michael. And you instead of you was being over here, and then you had the number 88. I'm trying to think in my head with the numbers. I can't think of it right now with 88. I can't think of the number 88. 88 means something, but I can't think of it right now. I'll think of it later. I have to go back to it. 88. 88 is something. And it's two eights. I forgot.
Yeah.
But
So
anyway,
so so I mean, well, like the people who may be listening and watching, what I do. I work for a company that we deal with neuro uh, uh, rehabilitation people who suffer from uh, trauma brain injuries, either by accidents or strokes, heart attacks, or just a fall, or like I said, accidents. And so what I do, I create their programs for those who are there for long term. I have some patients that have been in that facility for about 20 years. They're not going, matter of fact, I met a family. Yes, I met his son for the first time. His dad has been there since 20 years. The dad is like uh, was electrocuted, working on the air conditioning, got electrocuted, so he can't walk. He can't really. He just screams. He can't really talk. So
well,
I
universe,
deal with stuff like that.
tell me what's going on. I've been in 15 car accidents, broke a finger and a toe, and I got electrocuted. But I'm grateful to still talk about it. So yeah, and then you do their whole plan. That's extensive. That is wonderful. That's a wonderful, great job.
Yeah, do
And
the
to do
whole
that
plan.
to let somebody
Trying
and you
just
put
trying to give them.
other people
Yeah,
lives
I do.
in your hand.
Yeah. So I'm constantly with this
Navigate for other
arthritis.
people.
I'm constantly navigating other people, fighting for other people, and taking a lot of uh, a lot of crap from other people.
Yeah, but it's it's
But
it's it's not
yeah,
time for that. It's time for you to get some magnesium. That's over 3, 4, 5,000 milligrams. Okay, like Monroe's. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know
let
about
me write that
medication.
down.
I know about medication. Okay, because there is a PRO for the nurses or of our prescriptions. Prescription PRO means every other hour. Okay, um, once an hour. Okay, 3 times a day or something like that. But it's one time a day or something like that. So that tells you how many times, your milligram, your dosage. But now it's time for you. Eight is about their bones and teeth. I'm also at 8 too. So, but mine, I just ate a lot of sweets. But still, and still ate sweets. But I'm gonna keep my nubs, whatever I have. I'm gonna keep mine until I can whatever. But I'm gonna keep mine because I gotta eat steak every now and then, whenever I do. But I don't eat like that. But anyway, yours is about to relaxing your bones because because your mind is so strong. We all got to do the same thing when we go out here. When we go, we have to go. All of us when our time is up. But the thing is that we take these abilities and gifts with us, and we can use them at our will. And it gets me thinking about what my mother was saying. Like, life is fun. Life is fun. Yeah, I bet. You had me along the way to tell you, oh, this one coming and that one coming. But no, I had her too. But I really felt messed up when she left. I was like, wait, in the middle of here right now? No. But yeah, it comes like that. But anyway, it's time to build, and then your magnesium with the bones. We don't have to. Nobody has to. I'm not talking anything like if they need to go to the doctor, they I'm not I'm not a doctor and I don't claim to be, y'all. Okay, no. But what I'm stating is that um there's there's a lot of ways that that a person can heal their body. That's all. Instead of being so miserable and being, I don't understand this. Why? Mm.
Yeah, that's
So
why I've gotten back into getting back into gym, swimming, getting things like you said, taking care. I've done so much. Well, I've done things
you
for other
have,
people and have
yeah.
kind of neglected myself. So now I'm right. Let me focus. I can't worry about what's going to happen over here, over there. Let me take care of myself, and I understand that the divine self within me and the higher self and divine wisdom, it's going to take care of me because I've always been protected. That's what it keeps showing me. I'm always been protected.
You are you if you are David. I mean, because just to hear that name, I just couldn't hear that other one. What you was, even though I did now I understand
But
that.
now
I
you
didn't.
understand why I say that. Right, 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 right.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah,
said.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm changing my podcast. That's going to be my next step. But I think I got to find out what's going on with this restream. And but I'm also changing the title of my podcast, and I'll share that with you. Uh, well, actually, I'm not going to title it "Lie Too Long." I'm going to
yeah.
put it the last boomers the last boomers podcast. And why I say that, tell me what you think about this, Monrose. Why I say that is because I'm at the tail end of the baby boomers. I was born in 1963. That is the tail end, of the baby boomers. But I was basically uh, thriving in the Gen X generation, and so I've always had this good connection with people younger than me. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm kind of working on right now. So I calling it the Last Boomers podcast. I should have that really up and running within the next days, and I'm not going to use a lot too long on that. But that will be the book title of the book. The lie too long.
So this would be. I thought I just put it. Okay, I made a mistake. So this would be David's new podcast. Has now he has a YouTube channel. David, he has a channel where he says he's been lied to too long. And when I told you all last year, a lot of people, and I told a lot of people that a lot of people was going to get mad. Like my Rose, we want you, we want you, we want you, we want you. I didn't know why people liked it to be attached to me, but then they was like weird. I didn't get it because I was already dealing with my own stuff, and I was just seeing people as people, But that wasn't what they talking about. Wasn't what I'm thinking about. But I understand now. Like they would say when they young, when older, they would say, "Oh, you understand bad and bad." Okay, but now I see now. Okay, so you lied too long, and I had told the people ahead of time. And sometimes it come out of nowhere, you all, when left field. And when I be telling people the truth, and they be like, "Yeah, she told me the truth, but she tell us in a joke, but it do be the truth." So sometimes I have a way of telling people like that. And then people go on these deep channels and they really can't understand nothing. But now we're back to that age where people manifest their real things and to them it feels like the baby boomers, or it feels like, oh my goodness, not the 60s and 70s and 80s. And this right here again, the Black Panther. Oh my goodness, here they come. Oh, here come these people in the community. Yes, we are rising again, and still we rise. We was the one on this planet. But but I like a mixed community because I'm multi race biracial. So either way, I mix with different things, and I hope all of us. And I like because I'm eclectic and just that, and I with different languages. So we can't be tied down. And people well, why aren't you here? Why aren't you here? You something. Look, y'all figure that out. I'm not doing it. I don't care what them people talking about either. They just gonna look. I'm not. And I'm not gonna let them take my energy or drain me, and then they're gonna not gonna take your life feel force either. And there's different ways because today is I just thought about something. I got to seal something up. Anyway, so and I told people earlier last year that a lot of people was going to get mad because they was lied to for so long. And I kept saying, like, where's all of this money coming from? All I kept saying was all of this money, all of this money. I was like, where's all of this money coming from? But now I put it together. But the gifts and abilities I have with the spiritual, with different as a medium, so to speak, this is nothing to play with. And some people think this stuff to play with. It's not nothing to play with. It's not nothing to play with because when you don't really understand, you have to write it down because it's a lot of stuff to remember. And people think this, no, it's not. Unless you can call certain people up when you can. I'm just, I can't call certain people if I need them with different things, so to speak. But David has a YouTube channel called "Lie Too Long," as we heard right here. You
Well,
all,
well, well,
he has his
well,
YouTube
my
channel, and I'm
YouTube
sure.
channel is actually Fourth Dimension Spirit. Hold on,
Oh, you
but
changed it. Oh,
it's actually Fourth Dimension Spiritual Travel. But don't worry about that right now because I'm getting ready to change all of that to you have there the last baby boomer. It's actually going to be the last boomers podcast. So like I said, all that's being reconstructed right now. Once I get that together, then I will reopen my website. I have a website as well. But like I said, the next 7 days, I'll make some
well,
progress. I'll make some
7 days
progress
is
on
like
that. But
person. I'm up here typing like this, and you already got a whole website. Oh, stop this! You already.
I got a website too. I got a website too. But like I said, everything is
I have.
under reconstruction right now.
I have another website too, though. I don't use it though anymore. Not that one. Not that one. I don't use that one no more. Now the way that they selling this stuff with TikTok, that's the one I'm really interested on that one. Have you worked at that one yet? The TikTok one?
The TikTok, what don't talk to? What do you mean? About going on live?
No, no, no. The TikTok where you can sell at the TikTok store.
Oh, the TikTok
You can
shop. No, I haven't. I've been thinking about that as well. I need to. I may start because I wanna. I may start
while you sitting
investing in
home
like the
at work.
crystals and stuff.
But while
Yeah,
you
I
sitting
think
while you
investing in
sitting
some
at work,
crystals.
you can just like be pulling things in or pulling things in to you and like and charging them or burying them for a certain amount of time until they're gonna be so powerful and strong or um anyway, just so many other things you can do besides that.
Right.
And then there's other things that besides there it's a yeah, so the manifesting the whole thing, a lot of people think this gangs. They're like, "Are you all right? Are you all right?" Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right enough to like. That's why the police didn't intimidate me. I don't care where the police come, but I guess this was part of my journey because the police don't intimidate me. But I guess it was meant for do what happened on my journey. I mean, the weirdest stuff with the police law. I couldn't understand this for the life of me. I don't know. I see why when I was in high school and I skipped grades. I don't know, but I did skip grades. But I get this. So anyway, when things come out left field, sometimes it's just the spirit just be letting things out, or the source, or the Most High, um, and so I see why people. I was like, "Where's all this money coming from? Where's all this money come from?" I'm working on people. I'm with the people, and they would guide me. And I'm already being shown by Spirit Source, the Most High, and things come to me as a medium. But now, by you lied to like this, I was like, where's all this money coming from? At the same time, there's some stuff coming out of Cuba, y'all. There's floods and houses. I'm up here telling these people ahead of time about the floods in Cuba. And like I said, well, I don't know, but it's coming to me. And I'm telling the people right there, right there. But then when they hear about it, okay. Now I don't say the other one because I don't want to get my channel going because I'll think about that right now, but I ain't gonna say it. So I'm gonna leave that one alone. But um, besides that, this David, he has so much to help, but in order to move, everybody can talk to somebody or get their medicine or get their connection or they tribe, everybody, because it's like you need the community around. But if people is like, okay, you need some time like that, you need other people around, and then that's how you help each other and be around people and be cordial and be grateful and be over grateful. This world don't have to be like a hamster wheel. And I'm not going like that, and I refuse to. So, and you too. And I'm still thinking in my head the military. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, like it had its ups and downs. I'm not, like I
Yeah,
said,
I
everything is
know
a
because
growing process.
yeah, I know because I want to say something right now, but I can't because I know the stuff I say. It may sound funny, but it ain't gonna sound funny. So I got to breathe. I have to breathe. I have to breathe. I need my channel at the same time. And everything I know, I'm to help people. I
Now,
know that.
I, I
And
will say this though, the most racism I've ever encountered was worse. I will say that. And I'll drop it right there. We can talk about that later, maybe. But the most
Okay.
racism I've ever encountered was in the military. Yeah,
That now I
that's
understand the
that's
email now. I understand the email.
that's real talk.
Whew. I didn't say nothing about so basic training. Was it base BTUs? Basic training. Basic
Basic
training.
training wasn't that bad, but when I was at my, I did my military. I only went to the military. My deal with the military was, if you want me to sign for me, you got to get me out of the country. I'm not doing no. So I did all of my military time in Europe. I did no
Oh,
stateside. I did no stateside time uh, until I came back and did my last 3 years with the, well, supposedly last 3 years with the National Guards. I only ended up doing two.
you
Um, but
got some real force in you, Muhammad Ali. You told the people, look, I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all
yeah,
done
we
pointed to
done.
me talking about this and this. Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah,
I've been to these
we done.
churches, all right. I've been to these churches. I've been boxed in. I'm ready for all of you. You really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
mm-mm. You
But
said
I think if I would have done, I think if I would have done some stateside time, I probably would have had a different attitude when I came back. Just think, I was in Germany for 3 years. I went in Germany at 18 years old. I came back. I was 21. Almost. I was 21. And when I came back in 20, at the age of 21, we come back into California. Uh, uh, the war on drugs uh, 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 plan was coming into effect. Crack cocaine was working its way into the black neighborhoods from 84, from 84, 85, bam, all the way up to, so now what it was at that time as a young man, having a job, coming from the military, having a military experience, making money, not making enough money, but seeing everyone else and the young black population to come up was to slang. So now we caught up in that. Okay, well, let's make a little money on the side here. Let's get the Nissan trucks. That's remember the Nissan truck when they first came out. Everybody wanted one. So all that. So I had a job. I needed more money. So then, you try to become extra money, try to be that drug dealer, and then you get caught up. You get caught up in the game. Then you dib and you dabble right here. So when they said that don't get high on your own supply, but then sometimes this happens as a trap. You get caught up on something. You have an experience, you reach out, and the next thing you know, here we go. So yeah, so I mean, but I think I would have done some stateside time that maybe would have got me in trouble more. I don't know, but
I
I did
think
3 years in North
I
California.
I think you did wonderful. I think you did wonderful because that anger, you would have been like, yeah, you needed that protection, that built in that foundation because you didn't need to be out here like that. I mean, the angerness that was going on and the rage you was going on, you voiced it very well, very righteous. You told the people, no, I'm not going on stateside. I'm gonna tell you that now. I've been through enough of y'all stuff, and I'm not going through this. And you've been through the military. This is y'all. I don't know if you all people deal with the people in the military. This is a different mindset, a very highly intelligent mindset. Ooh, I'm very good at what I do. I'm just so, ooh, this is my, this I'm glad to be around you. Ooh, this is like, I like it's a certain level of people that I like to be around. And this is great. People who have a different experience or a different mindset to say, or my spirit will feel it sometimes. Then there's times where I watch and just, okay, let me see this and let me see this reaction real quick. Anyway, never mind. I need my channel because yeah, some things I play with, some things I gotta think about before I say it. So I'm breathing. Archangel Michael. So thank you, David. And so this is
Thank you.
this is book two, the cast baby the cast baby boomers, and this is his YouTube channel. If you all would like to go check it out, he just up here gave his story and his testimony here that will help a lot of people. This is David's Cash App, as you will see right here, and we're here to help and build the community. I know you all were like, yeah, build a community. Yeah, but besides building a community, you're also learning from different experience in different ways. There's different ways of learning and why people do this and why they do that. And people do, um, you it's kind of like you sent to where the universe sends you, and then you have a lot of spiritual jobs, so to say, and then sometimes you have different ways and different things, and you caught up in the world sometime from other people's not saying the truth sometimes, like, okay, that's not my story, I'm not in that, and so his other channel, like I said before, is Lied Too Long. You all can go look through his channel. He talks about the Netera. He talks about the my aunt, the 42 ways of my aunt, and he's also he already did some of his subconscious. He already did his shadow work, and this is his cash app. So y'all can supply him. Make sure y'all supply him with something of his cash app. And we're gonna leave the cash app up, you all. And thank you, David. And I think we may be on here tomorrow. Let me know. If not, we'll be on here again this strong, you all. Y'all know words is spells, and you all know this, so you all know. So I change things around in real time. So it's grateful to have you minister and a minister too. Well, okay. That's
I appreciate it.
outstanding.
Gratitude.
Gratitude to you.
No doubt.
Thank you so much. So much. It's an honor and an honor. Ooh, and he was in front of the honor. Look, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm not doing the stateside stuff. I'm going to Europe. I know. I'm telling you where I'm gonna go. And,
Yeah,
and that
I got to see some things. Yeah. You know what I mean? We're gonna do some reciprocity here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you my life for 3 years. In return, you're gonna show me some things. And they did. They did.
Mm-hmm. And he said it was a wonderful experience, you all, and he's grateful for the experience of his life, his testimony, and as it
Yeah.
is, okay. And that's Virgo. This is Michael Jackson here. This is the brain of a. I mean, I'm sorry. This is a brain of a testimony because I don't know this guy Zodiac sign, you all. Never mind. You all. I'm not. I'm upset. This is a mind of a Virgo. I apologize. I don't know what David's Virgo. This is his testimony. No, this is his
Yeah, I
story.
mean that's my sun sign. Well, my sun,
Oh,
what, and
Virgo.
I think my moon is. I think is my moon Aquarius. I have to
Oh,
look back again.
okay.
And my ascendant and all
Okay.
that. Yeah, my rising.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta look at that again. But yeah,
So your Aquarius,
yeah. I just learned that.
your moon sign is about
I
your
think
moon sign is
I believe it's Aquarius. Either my moon sign is Aquarius or my rising is Aquarius. I don't
okay.
remember. I mean, I can
My
look it up real
rising,
quick. But yeah.
my rising is Aquarius. My rising is Aquarius. My moon sign is a Scorpio. So so
Yeah.
so you that if yours I have to look. I don't know yours. I don't know, but I can
Yeah,
do
I mean,
another.
it's one of the three. Yeah, I know. I should know that. It's been a while since I hit that
So the moon sign
page.
has
I
the
believe
moon.
it's Virgo and Gemini.
Oh, I see why now. Okay, and I'm doing
Hold
listening
on, let me
too.
see.
Okay, that's
Can
weird.
you can you still see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Yeah. Can you, okay? Let me look it up real quick. If we got time. If not, we can do it another time. I have my chart. I just have to pull it up. Mm, What's that? Astrology some.com. Astrology Lord, I can't spell right now. Astro.
It's okay. It's okay. So I'm gonna let it while he's doing that. So your moon sign has your moon sign. People moon signs has to do with their home or their mother. It has to do with their mom moon signs has to do with their mom or the home. The rising sign is what you came here to do. That's the rising sign. This is what you came here to do. That's what that is, you all. But you all, yeah. So that's what that is about, you all. And so the moon sign has, yeah. So the moon sign has to do with your mother, or also your place to your home. So it has movement and homes. So it's between them two. So I don't know exactly until he lets me know exactly what placement and where. But I still have them records in my head. Yeah. So so
Yeah, let
yeah. So
me.
y'all give us some cash app and we can and this is Tahuti and this is his cash app, y'all. Ooh, I put Tahuti up here twice. Hope y'all know something about Tahuti. If y'all don't, that's for another day. Because them words is very powerful there, Tahuti. Um, and that's something with I can't even erase it. I put two doubles with Tahuti, but that's good with Tahuti there. That's Tahuti.
Yeah,
Um,
dollar sign to Hootie 63. What did I? Yeah, I haven't been on that page in a while. It wants me. Hold on, let me log in.
and he has throat up there. I have throat on my hand too, you all. But this is throat. This is throat. Some
Like,
people often get it mixed up, but this is throat Tahuti, you all. I don't care who sees it because I know who Tahuti is. It's a different because when I pass, I'm not going to be afraid either. It's a different. I don't know how to explain it to you all, and I can't talk about it.
here we
Anyway,
go. Yeah, here we go. I got it. Here it's popping up right now. So we need to see my sun sign, like we spoke earlier. That is Virgo. My moon sign, yeah, my moon sign is Gemini, and
because
my
I
and my rise
your
is
moon
Aquarius. Yeah, I
sign.
was right.
Okay, so your moon sign.
Is that Gemini? Let
Oh,
me make
so
sure.
both our
Yeah, and
risings are Aquarius.
Gemini.
Oh, no.
My rise is Aquarius. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you meant to be free too. Okay, that's okay. That's perfect. I see now. Uh-huh. I see. You was came here to be free. You're like, I don't know what you all talking about, but I don't care what y'all talking about. Y'all say what? And I'm beating up 10 police officers and y'all talking about when tap 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 on a car. What y'all doing in here? What you say what? What? I don't know who y'all
Right.
is, but and the spiritual guys and so your moon sign is in Gemini. So you're very handy, your moon sign in Gemini. You're very handy with gifts and you figure out, just like as you said already, you're gonna figure out and see if they get the answer. Do they know what they know? I see. And you gonna yeah, Gemini's they're figured out. And so my Gemini placement is in my brain. So I'm always thinking on two sides and Aquarius. So I'm always thinking. So so and Gemini, and then he's Gemini's can go like I don't know the sound. Yeah, Gemini's can access a room and look at. Okay, I see that too. Okay, I want to do. You all see that too. Okay, so Gemini's they just can't let people. Okay, I see you gonna keep around till you mess your own self. Okay, you don't see what you're doing, but okay, so your Gemini placement that's where your moon sign is with your Gemini. Okay, so there
Mhm.
you was placed in different experiences everywhere. That's a lot of communication and traveling. I see why you was able to go travel exactly all the places you was able to go now. Okay. So your moon sign was a lot of traveling and working with your hands and being hands on and making your gifts and abilities. Now it's time to build your last, not your last, but your assets and your assets and to keep on even after when you go and you come back. Oh, this is just great, and especially y'all probably see. I probably sound weird if I say, "Look, ooh, I can't wait till no, I can wait till I pass. I ain't that rush, but but like I can't come back and tell nobody when this will happen anyway. But I was looking at something today when they said, "Oh." But it wasn't a joke from the way they put it. But it's like, has anybody ever went to Hell? And but the way they had it up there, it was these stuff, and it was all these Caucasians, and one was Chris Tucker. It was like, is that Chris Tucker? But besides that, it was just how this is going. This society, and it has been in our face all this time, and a lot of people may have not gotten it out, and a lot of people are still here thinking about y'all. I don't want y'all to be offended, y'all, but this just the Most High, the Most High, the universe. And we didn't come this far to just like give up. None of us here on this planet, this surface, I mean, not surface, um, this planet, This earth, none of us came here to do that. And then with the two retrogrades coming in this year, Pisces is going to be going out. We got Uranus. We're going to have Uranus and Saturn a retrograde, Saturn a retrograde, and Uranus. So it's a lot of extra work. Oh, and I'm thinking I'm already looking like Back to the Future, whatever year that was. Right now, you I know, that number 88. But with Trump right now, you know, um, we had Trump, and Trump is the last president, and we got Vance. What's his name? JD Vance. We have JD Vance, but JD Vance, his things is going on. He going on something else. He is not going to be uh, running it either. So we have Israel and some other things getting ready to take place, and everybody is going through a lot of things. And I would just say, you all, different people are on different journeys, and it's gonna. I can sound calm as I can. You all, a lot of things will escalate. I just try to press it out. But I don't. I'm just. And he have his and he voiced his, you all. He voiced his, and he was able to get all of that out. Now it's time for him to do his last. I mean, not, I keep saying it. I apologize. It's time for him to rise and get his different levels and build and get his foundation started of what he like. Okay, enough is enough is enough is enough. Now I'm ready for my time. Now, can I please? Y'all done lied to me. Did this. Okay, now it's my time. Okay, I may do that. Okay, whatever. But it's my time now. And so for everything you've given to the world and to the service and to many other people and to my channel, to your channel, thank you so much, Minister David. I thank you so much, and we're grateful for you. We'll see you tomorrow. Y'all can contact him on his channel, Live Too Long. He's gonna have a podcast, and as you all can see, with all of this military training, he is far advanced from me. So I need to be underneath his wing.
No. There you go. There you go.
No, this man needs to he needs his own time. I ain't.
No, but we can hook up. We can talk and get some things together on a regular basis. I would love that. So yeah, we can chop it up, work some things out, and because the astrology world, the tarot world, all that, man, it all fascinates me. What's the astrotheology? All that fascinates me, and a lot of it makes more sense to me than waiting
Yeah,
for the sky to crack
they
open. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, you didn't do anything.
You know what I'm saying?
I ate a lot of sweets. That's all you
You know what I'm saying? I mean, my mama been waiting. My grandmama been waiting. My great great grandmama been waiting. My great great great.
No,
I ain't
it
waiting.
is. It's exciting. It's exciting. It's exciting. But this time it's a little twist to it, you all. It's a really twist. It's like a lot of a lot of people have been saying, like, Jesus is gonna bring you down. It's about time for us to go. I was like, look, they've been saying we're gonna die every time they do their stuff, and then, like, you're gonna die. No, don't come put that church and stuff. No, that ain't it. That ain't working. No, but it's like you at a different apex, and you ready to go through the point. You ready, like, yes. And so now the access codes and the skies is open up before you. Now, it may seem funny, you all, but it's not funny. Seriously, everything that he's been through, and his path was just laid right out like that. And you see how he said, "No, I'm not going to stateside, y'all. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to Europe. Okay, I didn't had enough of this military stuff. MP, yeah, MP. You don't talk to me like that. So to have such honor of this man's knowledge and how he decorated his channel, y'all can go to his TikTok channel. It's called
Live.
I
Well, that's where you really find me on my TikTok right now, which is live two underscore too long.
yeah. And so he turned
Sorry about
around
that,
and he
Monroe,
wrote his
but
own
that's
story.
where you can find me.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's,
So
like
thank
I said,
you.
everything else is under reconstruction, but we'll talk more about it. We'll talk more about it. I'm awake. You know what I mean?
Okay. Thank you all, and
I'm building. My
we're
mind's
gonna
made up.
we can see if some people come on here. I don't know. I don't have my Patreon, but I mean, no, not the Patreon. Put the things on secret, but I'm think some type of way where you all can do some different rituals on here. But I can't be giving those out loud because these cost too much. So and it's a lot of notes to take you all. It's notes and notes and notes and notes. So so I'm grateful to have you on this channel, minister, pastor, minister, serviceman, and and a counselor. Oh my goodness, you're like a this is not a triple threat. That's a quadruple threat, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So
Like
thank you
Tupac
for your
says, I've been around.
oh
Yeah.
thank you. I'm glad for his Gemini. I didn't hear him, y'all. Y'all don't think y'all would get it. The Gemini healed you. So thank you. You oh, yeah, and the
Yes, ma'am.
Aquarius in him. The Aquarius and David, and then our names and everything, when you break down your names, you see what person that you are. And people don't often take the time to really look at their subconscious mind. Or a lot of times people look at TV, television. The television is telling a lie to your visions, to your visions, right? As it tell a lie to your vision, you are
Mm.
programmed. So as you're being programmed, as I seen in school when I first learned at a younger age, and I was in high school, and the guy said, "This is how they program you." I was like, "This is propaganda." I was like, "Oh," and it was like at a young age. I was like, "Okay, got it," and I put it in my data books right there. And I was like, "Oh," so when I get this etymology book, the etymology book breaks down the words that we have. And it's like, oh, and so now you look at TV or different things at this. So a lot of times people are around their place and not knowing what they're not seeing because they're not knowing what they're seeing. I don't know if that makes any
Yeah,
sense to you
it
all.
does because everything is in symbols. We're looking at symbols. Now, and I need to get to my storage spot and get that book from Dwayne Hendricks, Supreme Science. He talks about symbolisms. Everything's a symbol. There are symbols in front of us all the time, and we just think it's a design, but no, that symbol means something.
Right.
So we're walking around in a curse, not even knowing we're in a curse. We're
And
cursed, not even knowing it.
I would look
You know
at
what I mean?
I was looking at opera today. Now, opera to me is so exquisite because I like different languages so much so. And I speak to people in different languages a little all the time. So, with this, I was looking at opera and I was looking at the symbolism and the opera, like, okay, so they lighten their incense, but it was like an incense and a big old powder. So I said, oh, is this what a Catholic church looked like? And it was so elegant. But at the same time, I'm looking at the allegories and the is that a grimoire? No, not a grimoire. A grimoire is something you write in. A gargoyle. It was the gargoyles, and I'm looking like, So don't have no chocolate babies up there, but then I'm looking at the cross upside down. I was like, okay, I see what this is. And so it was the symbolism of it was silver, black and silver. I was like, okay. So when you know what different colors mean, and then beside the colors and you watch the symbols, you know exactly what they're doing to you. And some people would like laugh because while people talking about aliens and reptilians, these people, we've been living on this planet forever, and different people come from like this. I don't want to get too deep, y'all, because I've been talking to somewhere else. But a lot of different people are from everywhere. The Lyrians, the Palladians, the reptilians. Y'all, people is in different flesh costumes every day. You just have to know who you're talking to. That's all this stuff is. And once you figure that out, it's like, okay, let me get my next going where I can do. Okay. And because it's really when you put it together, you find your spiritual people, your spiritual tribe, and it gets more interesting, because you're doing yourself and you're leveling up and you're not letting anyone take advantage of anyone, and you're setting boundaries and also if you all need some people some people recommended, or someone that may have had some neural damage or anything like that, you can also go to Mr. David on his channel, Live Too Long, and it was a pleasure of having you, Mr. Minister David. I found that out today, Minister. Woo! And glad you didn't put no pause on Minister. Your joke was just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Friend, it was your friend's. And you're like, what man? What man? You want to put hands on? Not the musician. Yeah, musician. And thank you so much and gratitude so much, you all. And so this was a try run. I think we turned out okay, and I still got a little time before things I go. And so thank you all. And if you all get something on the Cash App, if not, we'll be back on here again, you all. So thank you, gratitude, you all, and thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Name this channel. I don't know, but I'm just going. It's the moon and its creations of unexpected. There is. I was telling you all some things about the moons, or what different things the moon phases do. But that's not my thing, because the baby boomers, the Gen Zs, now we're on. I don't know which ones we on. I don't know what they call now. I gotta ask my daughter now, because one of my other daughters, I gotta ask them what they call it now. I don't even know what they call it, but I know they try to make, to me. I don't like. I'm used to seeing usherers, like my Rose. What you mean usherers? Usherers are the particular men in the world that are there for females. It's just a different type of representation, not a man in skinny jeans and can't throw a punch. I don't know if that sounds. I don't know you all, but to me, I'm used to different certain.
You said skinny. You said skinny jeans and can't throw a punch. Oh God. Oh wait. Oh my.
Yeah, I have to like end this right, you all. I have. I'm not as far as Minister David, and I'm not here to talk about the youth like this. You okay? I can't. I'm just doing my best as I can do. Okay? It could be Uranus trying to get them free. You know what I mean? Woo! Okay, Uranus. I'm not playing with you, Uranus. I apologize. Woo! So Uranus is a non-gender planet, and they want to play around with the fluidity. No, let's try this right about now. Y'all don't know how things drop on certain things on timelines. So this is how people do things and manifest on different timelines, y'all. And so this is what I'm talking about. So I'm not here to talk about the youth. The children are our future, so just certain things I see. It's like, no, that's not part of that's not part of never mind. So that's all to next time. That's all to next time, you all. And go check them out. Live Too Long. Thank you so much. Thank you. Gratitude so much, Minister David. And we'll have some more talking on here. And he's not very knowledgeable about the books. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. David. Minister David.
It's my pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you for your service. And now we got to say thank you for your service. Oh, my goodness. We got so much in one night. Oh, boy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Put Tilda on there. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Gratitude, everyone. Gratitude. Appreciate you. Yes, ma'am.